But here we are. We got John. We got Logan here in the studio again today, and we got all sorts of stories from the government shutdown to a school superintendent who apparently is a no legal immigrant with a social security number, and, well, church news as well, and some Utah.
And car news, too, that you didn't
I
hear
guess
about
car
too.
news I don't know about.
It's old news, but it's car
It's
news.
old news, but it's car news. It's great news for us.
Great news, wonderful news, just the best news ever.
All right, John, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, or John. I don't care.
Running for city council
I am
here
running
in
for
the
city
great city
council.
of Salem.
Yes. Thanks. You just told everyone where I live.
You
Thank
did a little bit ago.
Don't hunt me down. Yes, I'm running for Salem City Council.
We've got guns, don't worry.
So, as co-host, it's exciting to be here tonight.
Logan?
Getting used to the new setup, I will tell you that. It's different.
It's kind of
I'm
thrown
used
together.
to it.
Thrown together last second.
It feels a lot better than the old setup, I will say.
It does.
It feels a lot better to be staring at a wall instead of down a hallway.
And we have a
That's
screen
fair.
that you guys cannot see, so we can actually see what we are doing. So it's
It's going to be
phenomenal.
great. Logan,
Introduce yourself.
it's good to be in studio again. I'll be hit and miss for the next few weeks, so
Me too. Elk hunt, baby.
Yeah, elk hunt coming up.
starts Saturday, 2 days.
Friday's already done. Okay, we ain't even thinking about Friday right now, guys.
I really don't want to go to work.
I don't want to go to work either.
Not a lot of people are feeling it, you know? That's just how life is.
Well,
Dude, I don't feel it on a Monday. Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
tomorrow's travel day for the hunts, and then Saturday's one heck of a shit show for me.
Yes, it is for you, and I get to take my wonderful nephew along and teach him by myself because Logan is had to abandon me.
There's two things you never do during the hunting season. That's get married and have a kid.
You've done both?
What does my cousin do? Decides to get married opening morning of the elk hunt.
And ready for the worst part?
I get to hightail my ass down to Bryce Canyon first thing Saturday morning. Ceremony's at 3.
Yeah,
Turn-
3 o'clock in the afternoon,
Then
man.
I've got to turn around and head straight to Park City.
Wow.
It's only a 5-hour drive with 2 little ones.
I'm just sorry for you having
so
to go
you're
through Park
it's
City.
it's going to end up being
I'm not going to get to camp till about 8 o'clock.
no, with little kids, you got to add an hour or two onto that.
Well,
you
yeah,
know
we're-
that.
We're stopping home so I can get showered and cleaned up so I don't smell like
Cologne.
friggin' cologne. and-
Maybe they'll like that. They'll be like, ooh,
Nah.
there's a smelly man out here.
That's funny. All right, well, I guess we can get into one of the first things of news today.
Get into it. I'm assuming
What?
it's about
Government shutdown
Again?
expected.
Friggin'
nobody
well, it's
cares.
expected to last into the next week, and, you know, we can only
Where are we
hope-
getting this information from again?
Oh, well, it's
It's
Oh,
only-
CNN.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah, I
Careful.
might have to throw that screen away.
your computer now has viruses.
Yeah, it definitely has viruses.
It's almost as bad as Fox
Probably
News.
herpes, too.
Probably.
All right, so government shutdown expected to last into the next week as the White House warns of mass firings.
So I-
warns,
And who cares?
I was promised mass firings last time I checked in the campaign.
You know,
I was promised them.
I've been lied to my whole life. You know,
Scroll up here for a second.
Go back.
What is that? Time since shutdown. How many days are we at now?
go slow, dang it. Who's
Slow
running the
down.
screen?
Okay, right there. Day 2. The federal government remains shut down after a deadline and Congress failed to reach a funding deal.
We need to work on your
Republicans-
reading skills.
Do you want
I
me-
do not have my glasses on right now, so do not judge me.
Okay,
Republicans
that's
and
fair.
Democrats are at odds over enhanced Obamacare subsidiaries.
Oh,
Subsidies,
yeah.
sorry.
How about this?
You know, I hope they stay at odds because there is a country I heard of. I can't remember its name right now. That was shut down for an extended period of time, like over a month, and like their GDP skyrocketed.
Iceland?
Well, here's the thing. Everyone doesn't care. This country is going to continue to run. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone kind of hates the federal government. We're just going to be honest with you. We don't
So-
like it. It's too big, so...
I heard something today, and I'm 100% down for it. If the government shuts down, no taxes on anything.
You know,
Agreed.
And then for every day that
I
the
got a
government...
problem with that.
So, give me just
Go
a second.
ahead.
For every day that the government is shut down, every congressperson has to pay 10 grand out of their pocket as a fine.
Well, yeah, because they're still getting paid. Did
yeah.
you see that? They're
Yeah,
still getting their money while everybody else is losing their jobs. That's not okay.
Apparently, they're essential employees.
No, they're not.
They're not.
Let the people govern themselves. But shut down their paychecks for however, like, if the government shuts down, their paychecks disappear.
Yeah.
So, go on.
That,
with what
and
you
do you
were
know how
saying.
fast they would get the government back up and running?
Right.
They would immediately just agree on everything.
Well, that's the point I was gonna make. Like, if you automatically have taxes no longer in effect.
Thank you for zooming that in, my kind sir.
Yeah, his old eyes.
Okay, I'm sorry I left my glasses in my truck, okay?
You look prettier with your glasses.
I look like a nerd.
I know, but the point that one point I was gonna make is if taxes are furloughed basically during a shutdown, shutdowns are never gonna happen again. But I like seeing shutdowns because every time they shut down, they can't do anything else. But
it's more of a, like, get your rear in gear kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'm a firm believer of having, like, all right, government, like, Congress should only be in for, like, 3 to 5 months out of the year and then go back to their districts and do whatever, get to know the people better.
Go back to their lives, okay?
they really should do
and
town
work.
halls when they're not in Congress actively. They should be doing proactively at least once a week a town hall.
Yeah.
With
Getting
their
to meet
constituents.
the people and actually being out. Isn't that how it used to be way back in the day?
Yeah.
Well, we also
With
didn't
our
have
founding fathers.
technology that allowed to do so much for us.
True.
So to be fair, they had to go out to be able to, they had to campaign to be able to get to know people.
Yeah.
When it comes to their pay, though, the only reason I would disagree with it is my idea has always been get rid of their federal paychecks and make all the states pay their own congressmen.
I'm
I
okay
mean-
with I'm okay with that, but counter offer here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's hear this.
They're government employees. They're assets of the federal government, so they shouldn't be able to
You
have.
should say federal government
I
because
said-
you have state government too.
I know, like,
Okay.
our Congress people are
Federal.
suits of the federal government.
Well, we know, but
That's
finish your point.
they should be treated as such. Our military members stay in barracks. They should stay in barracks. Their pay should only be the median of their constituents in their district. So take the average of what people earn in their district, and that's what their paycheck's going to be.
Okay. The average of what's in their district or in their state, I'm not so sure about. My whole
I'm good.
point was that senators should be paid directly, basically just directly by the state legislator, but then have some, I guess, something for each district to be able to where they have control over the pay for their own congressmen. The whole point of that would be so that way if the senators are stepping out of line, the legislator can withdraw their paychecks and be like, no, you're not getting paid until you're doing what the state wants you to do. And then same thing with each
people.
representative for their own district. If that representative starts stepping outside what their district wants, they can stop them from getting their paycheck and be like, no, you're going to do what the district here wants you to do. And force
see the
them to
point
have
of that.
more accountability to the people they're supposed to be representing.
So let's merge the two ideas.
It would work, honestly, is we've lost the point that people in Congress, okay, listen, I love Senator Mike Lee, okay? I like the guy.
Not a lot of people do anymore.
Okay, here's the thing. I like him, but what he tried to do with the land grab, okay, learning a little bit more about it, I understand people hyped it way out of proportion.
It was
To
I
what
didn't
he was saying?
particularly like it, but it was definitely blown out of proportion.
Very much blown
But
out.
here's the thing. We said no, it should have not have been such a pain in the butt for our voices to be heard.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, is how much effort it took. It should not be that hard. If the people don't want it, immediately your representatives should say, all right, you don't want it. Instead of, I'm going to go through with my own personal agenda and just continue to push it. As that's one of the things that as I'm running personally for Salem City Council, my sign says, your vote, your voice. That is my mindset is, listen, If it can be done the way you want it to be done, do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm all for privatizing things. I mean, the federal government takes care of way too much stuff, okay, that they shouldn't. And the fact, I feel really bad for the people who are losing their jobs right now. I do. I mean, I have friends who work in the security sector, private sector of the U.S. military for security for us, and their jobs are being affected. But it's like, hey, why is that, all federally funded? Especially if you live here, in the state of Utah and you're working for the Utah National Guard. Mm-hmm. The state should be paying your paycheck, not the feds.
And a good point on all of that, though, too, that I had a rather, to be fair in this conversation on Facebook with an old friend, I came in pretty freaking hot. But the point, though, was she was upset about some of the government funding cuts because it was going to affect some of the programs, extracurricular programs here in Utah for school. And my point, and it would have been better if I didn't come in so hot, that's my fault, was that we shouldn't rely on federal funding for these programs. And it was really interesting to go ahead and see all these people jump in immediately, like, oh, you just want to cut funding to all these schools, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no.
You just don't want the feds paying for it.
I didn't say cut the funding. I just said let's not rely on the federal government to fund it. Because then you get these shutdowns. How often do you hear about these kind of shutdowns in Utah or Texas or Arizona? Never, really. These don't really happen that often on the state level.
How often is that broadcasted if it is?
True.
Well,
if it doesn't happen...
Especially here in this state, we are one of the most,
financially prepared states in the union.
It's not just that, but how much is going under the table that isn't told to us?
Yeah.
Our schools are some of the most accepting of the LGBT community in the nation.
And our school districts overtax the hell out of us, and half the money doesn't even make it to the school systems.
And that's the whole problem I have. The school district shouldn't even have power to tax us here at all. That should be the cities, the counties.
I better be careful what I'm going to say. I'm going to get canceled here before I even make it.
No, I'm telling you, I want you and others in the city here to tax me. I don't want the school district to tax me.
Yeah, did you not just hear what I said?
What?
I hate the school districts here.
Oh, yeah, they're terrible.
They're lying, thieving sons of guns.
Yeah,
and
they are
this is
terrible.
what I hate about it. It's like the federal government.
Well,
they pocket the money and give a quarter of it back to
your district's based out of Provo, isn't it?
No, ours
Nebo?
is Nebo. Ours is Nebo school
I know,
district.
but where's that based at? I thought Nebo went clear up to Provo.
Actually, it might.
It
does it?
Here, let's.
Where's the district, though?
Sure.
The two districts.
Our internet man, can you open a tab and see where Nebo School District goes to?
How about school district?
Yep, Nebo School District.
Nebo
zone size.
Just type in Nebo School District map.
You're with me?
You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes into. Yep, all the way out to your.
You go clear.
Zoom
it
in.
goes clear out to Soldier Summit.
Zoom in on that.
Holy crap!
Zoom in on Provo.
Yeah, it gets part of Provo.
Part of Provo, not all of it.
Not all of it, but
Provo High School isn't in there.
I know I've seen Nebo School District buses up there when I was working.
Yeah, so that's why.
Well, of course, but because you got to remember Nebo School District's their football game. But Provo, I mean, Provo's taxes, how much have they increased this year?
Too damn much.
Agreed, way too damn much. Alpine School District raised their district 32%. 32%. No school district should have that much power.
You heard about?
And it was because the people denied them the funding in the first place, and so they band together the school district and forced the people to do it. When the people said no,
right?
what did Wellington do?
They tried. I don't know if it was successful. They tried to raise property taxes over 200%.
You want to hear about Goshen?
Wellington's already like a relatively poor city. You don't need to be stripping them of more money.
Well, did you see KSL? I was just actually before we came over here, and it's a part of the whole shutdown. KSL just said the state just stepped in and denied 32 districts the property increase. They denied it. They said it
Good.
was
So that's all.
I forget exactly what it was under.
Just too much.
Well, no, there's a thing that they put into legislation at the beginning of 2024 that took effect,
Okay.
and therefore they're breaking the law by jumping up that
Interesting.
much.
So I know
One
We'll have to double check that because I just briefly read the article.
One quick comfort, I guess, to all of that, though, is what basically is paying attention to what's written in the Utah State Constitution, which I need to read a lot more. But
Well,
then,
they're trying to change it all the
Because the
time.
thing is, under the U.S. Constitution, the nice thing is the only other sovereign governments recognized inside the United States are the respective states. There's no local, there's no county, no districts. None of them are recognized as legal entities, as a government, basically under the U.S. Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
And so the only power they have is the power the state itself gives them. And
Yeah.
that's based on what's in the Constitution or whatever laws they've passed since.
Okay, I just found it right here. The article as of October 2nd, 2025.
Shoot that to the Discord.
Yeah,
Then he can pull it up.
put that in just copy the link. Yeah,
I'm
copy the
going.
link.
I'm copying Discord chat.
If there was any doubt this was being done live, any
Yes,
doubt
this is
at all,
3, 2, 1 sent to the Discord right
go
there
all
at
the
the
way to
bottom.
the bottom on the articles.
So
Is that it?
Yep, that's it right
that
there.
bottom one.
Yep. So
The
I
bottom
don't,
one.
I don't know if
Click it.
I
Yep.
can't go down any lower.
Come on,
No, click
Mannequin
it.
Skywalker, the bottom one.
I'm
'Kay.
trying, damn it.
So,
I don't know if it's how it works here in Nebo School District or in Utah County, but I know in Juab County, the school district's taxes are tied directly to the county assessor.
Okay.
He
that
dictates
ad
what.
Well,
off
the
my
county
screen.
assessor, that's assessing the property
X is
values,
over.
and that's what the prices are, the taxes are based off of.
He's the one that directs.
Yeah, right here.
Like the school district taxes.
Scroll down. Let's go ahead and get into the article.
Utah tax officials have denied proposed tax hikes from 35 taxing entities, including Granite School District. The August 5th photo shows the Granite School Board debating the $17.8 million hike approved for the body.
Gosh damn.
What the hell?
So when I was reading,
And yet
about,
our teachers don't make jack squat.
Hey,
No.
so when I
No.
was reading, when I was reading about the Wellington one, do you know what their reasoning was for raising the property taxes there?
What?
Their reasoning was because of budget shortfalls out there,
Don't.
because of mismanagement, not school funding. They were planning on taking that money, and which was property tax, supposed to be for school funding, which is supposed to be paying our teachers. But no, they were going to put that into making up their budget shortfalls out there in Wellington.
Oh boy.
Because they just mismanaged their budget. I can see you trying to not melt right now.
You know my history, right? How I grew up.
No, what's up?
My mom's a school teacher, and dad is the maintenance man for said school district.
Oh gosh.
So
You're deeply connected to schools.
yes,
My wife, her mom worked as I can't remember the name of the position, but she
Let's
basically
scroll
signed-
down on this. I'm going to see the key.
her
key
mom
takeaways, please.
basically signed the paychecks for all the
Okay,
teachers
stop
and
for
whatnot.
a moment. Okay.
And so my wife would go to school, her and her twin sister, and then her mom would, I'm guessing that's dramatic, then her mom would just be there at the school, so they never got into trouble much because their mom was already there.
Gosh. Dude,
can
So
you?
they're
With
connected
this
to schools as
denied,
well.
between the 35 impacting taxing units, preliminary sought $49.887 million in new taxes.
Holy crap.
I mean,
Okay, and why do I hear about? I mean, my son
that's
goes to
probably
Salem
including
Elementary, and they're
Wellington,
asking.
for
Well,
example.
they're asking for donations already at the school, and I don't know if that's just to help like the
Well, last time
students
I
get
checked-
stuff, or if like that's because the teachers aren't paid enough to get their own things.
Well,
but
last time I checked, the school districts were busted for having billions of dollars from COVID funds. Billions of dollars from COVID funds
So-
in bank accounts that they weren't using. And it's like, are you freaking serious? And you don't need this money from taxes. You already have the money. Do what you want and get out of here.
Okay, so state officials, following a guideline spelled out in new legislation that went into effect this year, rebuffed increase sought by 18 cities, 6 towns, 6 school districts, and 5 other taxing entities as part of the budget for the fiscal year of 2026.
scroll down, see if there's a list of school districts in cities.
I hope there's a list.
I hope so. Friggin'
Call these
So
people
they
out.
approved 28.
Excuse me.
North Ogden officials are investigating mechanisms
on.
to somehow appeal or challenge the denial of the city. So North Ogden's one of the city.
One of the school districts.
They initially sought property tax hike that would have guaranteed an extra $475,000, but later scaled it back to only $136,000.
Yes. They're so generous to scale
So
back
generous.
how much they're taking from them.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh well, good. The town of Leamington had the lowest tax ask.
Which one?
Leamington,
Of how much?
$290
Still, that's freaking ridiculous, dude.
for a town of 200 people.
That's ridiculous, man.
$1 each, basically.
Pretty much. I grew up out there, so it was one of those.
You know what's
But
probably,
still, I'm
you
sorry
know
to
what,
say-
though?
oh
that
my gosh.
increase probably is not so much them changing the rate as much as it's just them just fixing auditing errors.
Probably.
It probably is. Like, seriously.
So there's no school in Leamington. They got to
All right,
their
scroll
kids
down a
45
little
minutes
bit.
out
I'm
to Delta.
curious.
I mean, it makes sense why they'd need the money too, just for the buses.
Reps
to
from
ship the kids
Roy.
out.
Roy, Utah.
Keep
Yeah,
scrolling.
keep scrolling.
Keep scrolling. See if there's a list.
There's got to be a list in this. Like,
I hope there is. Oh, there we go. Box Elder.
okay, one second.
There
Okay,
we
well,
go.
scroll up to that paragraph, right? Okay, right there. School districts, cities, and other entities seeking property tax hike have to provide public notice of their plans, hold public hearings, and follow steps. Provo did that. People voted no. The city did it anyway. They don't give a crap.
Let's see. Once a school board, city council, or other governing bodies approves a hike, it faces final review by the tax commission. Otherwise, the state limits property tax hikes from year to year. Do not follow what I am reading, please. Allow for more incremental change that reflects growth and new development. In the case of the 35 taxing entities, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I will finish it up. Okay. From year to year, allowing for more incremental changes that reflects growth and new development. In the case of the 35 taxing entities denied their tax hike request, Gardner said they're still able to collect tax, just not at the higher level sought. This is just saying they can't raise taxes. Below is the list of 35.
They did.
We don't want taxes raised. What's the point?
Okay, you don't need to yell. The microphone's right there.
Man.
So Box Elder County, Fielding raised their taxes to $4,200. Cache County Cache School District raised their $6.24 million. Hyde Park District raised their $99,000. Revere Heights District $33,000. Wellsville $4,000. In Davis County, Clearfield raised theirs $195,000. Clinton $290,000. Kaysville $1.8 million. West Point undetermined. Woods Cross $96,000. Grand County, Castle Valley raised theirs $74,000. Iron County, Iron School District raised theirs $2.47 million. Juab County, Eureka raised theirs $36,000. They
Dude,
need it for all 15 students.
I was gonna say, there's nothing freaking out there.
Miller County, Leamington raised theirs for $290. You go, guys. Morgan County, Wasatch Peaks Ranch Utility District. Holy crap, that's a word and a half. $190,000. Wasatch Peaks Ranch Road and Fire District raised theirs $190,000. Salt Lake County Granite School District $17.8 million. Altaview is $98,000. And it just keeps going on and on. Provo raised theirs $4 million.
After they've already raised it.
Tooele raised theirs $9.25 million.
Scroll down. Weber
there can't be
County,
that much out there in
1.42.
Tooele. What's
The military bait, like
No,
Yeah,
the
but-
thing is military bases. Most of my brother's kids just go to.
military school.
No,
but-
it's a public school.
No, I know, but isn't it on base?
I don't know if his is on base or not. Draper, which sits in both Salt Lake and Utah counties, sought an increase totaling $935,965.
Tooele County apparently is only 84,488 people
And they
as
raised
of
it-
2024.
They
There's
raised
no
it 9
reason
million.
they need $5 million more
Nine.
dollars.
9
It's
million.
9.
They raised it 9.
See what I'm telling you?
There's
This
no
money's
reason
going
they need
somewhere.
nine- The
Is it-
whole population
This is
only
annually.
84,000. That's going into people's pockets. Up
So
at the
do you
top.
remember Nebo School District, say, I think 10 years ago, where that $2 million, they did an audit and $2 million was missing?
Where did they find out where it
They
went?
never found the $2 million.
My guess is
as
the
far as I know.
superintendent and it's
Probably look at the superintendent. Maybe check his immigration status.
Oh my God.
we can get into that if
All right, let's get into this,
let's
man.
go to the next article. While we're on school districts.
I was just gonna say.
While we're on school districts, right into the new article of an illegal immigrant.
Oh
So
my
while-
goodness, in the Discord.
While Internet Man is pulling this up,
All
Up
the
to
way
the
up.
top. Scroll up. It's at the top. There you go.
Right
that
there.
guy.
yeah, Des Moines, freaking Iowa. Whose
Yeah.
car is going off?
I don't know. Oh well.
Doesn't matter.
It's probably in
probably
the
in-
parking
in the
lot.
parking
lot
over there,
that grocery
across the
store.
way.
Des Moines superintendent arrested by ICE resigns from his position. According to attorneys.
According to attorneys.
This is September 30th.
Which is weird. If I remember reading this article correctly, it doesn't. I don't know if he even resigned as much as also it sounds like the school district put him on unpaid leave. Or
Administrative
unpaid
leave?
an unpaid suspension.
Superintendent of
But he
Iowa's
may have resigned after that. Sorry, go ahead, read it.
Superintendent of Iowa's largest school district, who was detained by immigration authorities last week, is resigning as he faces a federal case for his deportation. His attorney announces on September 30th, which has been 2 days ago. Des Moines Public School Superintendent Ian Roberts, I refuse to say it properly, 54, will be leaving his post effective immediately, according to his attorney Alfred Parrish. Said at a news conference, the announcement comes after Robert was placed on unpaid leave and had his administrator's license revoked by state officials over the
Well,
weekend.
what was his attorney's name? Alfredo Sauce?
Hey, come on. Show
Alfredo.
a little bit of respect.
I know. The attorney's just doing his job.
Okay.
Yeah, they're attorneys.
Well, you said Alfred, but it's actually his Alfredo.
Yeah, his name is Alfredo Parrish.
So here's my thing. Okay, I'm just gonna say it.
Scroll down a little bit while he's talking.
Here's the thing. Like, immigration's a very rough topic to talk about, okay? Here's the thing. I'm such torn personally with this topic because there's a lot of good people that are here illegally. This country has made it so hard to get in legally. It is so expensive and it is so difficult to get in. I understand why people come here illegally. It's hard to become an American citizen.
Very.
Okay? It is very hard.
Well,
And they're not going to fix it because they make so much money off of
so
it.
it depends on what country you're coming from.
That does too. And here's the thing. Was he actually doing a great job? Does it say how good of a job he was? Was he actually here trying to help? And this is where I'm torn internally because
Keep going.
as someone who believes in Christ and teaches life's teaching, Christ's teachings, we're told to love everybody. And I love the fact that he was teaching kids. If he was doing his job, he was teaching and caring for the kids. It's just sad that he didn't come here legally.
So,
You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying here? Like, it's a tough spot. It sucks. It's
I
a
didn't quite
sucky
catch,
situation.
though, when I was reading. I grazed over it real fast. What was? How did he get here? In the
So
first
it's
place?
working. They're
But-
working on his immigration status right now.
yeah.
Okay, but
trying
how
to
did he
see-
get here initially?
It hasn't come up yet.
It hasn't
Okay.
said. And here's the thing. Maybe he came over here because I've heard of people coming over here on like work visas.
Yeah.
And they work.
Then they
and then
expire.
they expire, but because the government doesn't want to renew it. You know what I mean? That people have taken the steps.
Go down a little more.
The people have taken the steps to renew their green cards. And the government still says, screw you, we're not going to do it. And those people, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm going to stay. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to do things the right way, but the government's being assholes like they always are.
Yeah.
Okay? They're just there for the money. We all know that's what the federal government's here for. And so, let's see. Oh, right there.
He did flee. He ran from ICE. So, I don't know if that's going to add or take away from his charges.
I guess we'll find out.
Yep. Let's see. He was hired in May of 2023, was detained in connection with a previously unreported final order of removal an immigration judge issued in May of 24. He is currently being held, I'm not going to say, just for his sakes.
Yeah.
Go down a little bit. Legal experts have said, let's see. Legal experts have said Roberts faces long odds to reverse his deportation
Oh
order.
my gosh, that is not good for him at all.
In part because of a weapon charge and alleged having a loaded gun in his vehicle when he fled from ICE agents on September 26th.
Well, so right there,
I-
that's an illegal firearm right
I
there. How did
actually-
he get that illegal firearm?
I actually believe there's something else too. My wife actually shared
Scroll-
with me
let's keep
about
scrolling down here.
his degree, that it information about
Let's
his
see.
degree. I'm not sure. If
So
in
it's
this
considered
article.
confidential by law.
Yeah.
Many of the types of information are confidential.
To an extent,
What
he,
information is confidential?
to an extent, he is. It's,
His,
when it comes to a superintendent, that is a public office, so a lot of his records will be opened up.
yeah, but it
shortly.
says many types of information on him are considered confidential by law.
What are you talking about? His degree or
No, him.
Oh.
Everything that we're trying to
Personal-
get for
personal life,
for
yeah.
information about him.
Well, here's the thing.
Um,
If you read it in here, then it's publicly accessible, and you can.
Yeah.
you
So
can
he
share it.
was.
But there's a difference between being unable to share it and whether you should share it.
So they obtained copies of the final order of removal issued by Roberts in 2024. So I mean, he
He's
was
a-
told
he's
to
over
leave
a year
a
ago.
year ago.
Almost a year and a half ago.
That's short notice.
I feel bad. Like
So,
I'm torn. Like I said, man, I'm torn.
I'm torn as well. Like I've got friends who have come who have immigrated and are looking to immigrate. Like when it comes from like the European countries, our NATO allies, it's so easy for those guys to come over and get visas and
Well, I got a lot of Mexican friends that are
That-
here on work visas, and they're great people. Okay, and it's
And
just
that's-
so hard to get a citizenship card.
that's what I was getting to. I've got plenty of Dominican friends who are trying to come over. They need like 5 or 6 character witness statements.
Mm-hmm.
And if they fail on that, then immediately goes on to whoever wrote that character statement. So
Yeah.
so if I was to write a character statement defending them and they was to come here and like
Do something?
contradict whatever I wrote, that then comes back on me and I can get filed for it.
Yeah. Well, I won't say who, just out of respect. I have a family member who's an immigrant.
Mm-hmm.
And
Now,
they
dude-
were super excited when they became a citizen, but it
dude-
took them about 6 years.
Due to their nationality, was it easier or harder for them to get their citizenship?
Harder.
I'm trying to get it as
No,
vague
is
as possible.
it was harder because of what
of their nationality.
the person's partner does for a living.
That would make sense.
And so it was harder, and I mean, I was called as a character of witness, and I mean, I'm happy for them, and they were super excited when they became a U.S. citizen. They called me up and were like, "Yay! I'm an American now. I can go buy a gun." And I was like, "Yeah, let's go together."
The only time the only time I'll use pronouns is trying to hide someone's identity.
Yes,
Well-
out of respect. But here's the thing: it took them forever to help this person become. Because I remember it started like in 2019,
Isn't it like a 5-year process or
and
something?
it
like that?
wasn't till let's see, November of last year.
Yeah, it's a 5-year process to get their
Of
citizenship.
just BS and just through loops and thousands of dollars and thousands of lawyers and reprinting papers. And it's like, yo, listen, like, I understand. I don't want illegal immigrants here coming here, you taking our money, sending it home. But here, how about this? A lot of these people want to be here to
So,
be an American.
On this
Make it
subject,
easier.
I found another article that supports what my wife was telling me. Mannequin, go back to the Discord, pull up the very last article in our articles tab.
What are we gonna call this guy?
The computer man. All the way down.
Go down, all the way down. Keep going down.
I've been trying to.
Oh, well, maybe
Did it not send?
No, it's
No, maybe I made a mistake. No, it should be.
No, it's
there you
there.
go, very bottom. You see it?
Just upgraded.
Your screen is just a
Just
little,
that one
there
on
you
the
go.
very bottom. That's it. Des Moines Register, their local
Yeah.
newspaper.
He didn't get a degree.
No, he got a degree, but scroll down.
Scrolling.
He claimed there's those 2 bullet points, key points there.
What is
Moines,
this?
Let's see. Des Moines Public School Superintendent Ian Andre Roberts did not obtain a doctoral degree from the Morgan State University as he claimed, according to the school.
The school themselves came out. I was just reading it in the article. Schools themselves came out and said that he had never received the degree, but there was some information suggesting he had pursued it but never
Finished?
finished, and then he kept claiming repeatedly, possibly, my wife had mentioned it may have been on his resume, so it's like he may have been falsely claiming to have had a degree, so it's like
Well, aren't
stolen valor for a university student there.
Well,
okay.
basically.
aren't doctoral degrees serialized?
I don't know. Because
Google
I'm gonna
it.
have to get one because I don't care.
Oh, wait. We shouldn't be using Google. We should be using DuckDuckGo. Anyway, Google it. Are doctor degrees serialized?
PhDs, doctoral.
Here's the thing. Didn't you hear about that nurse down in Florida that got arrested?
No, but I don't think they would need to be because, I mean, if you have a degree and you're going to any serious place for work, they're probably going to contact the
No,
institution.
let me tell you. This nurse
Oh,
in
really?
Florida, dude, how many years she was working and she just barely got fired? She performed like 20 some odd surgeries. No schooling whatsoever. She just went and did hands-on learning.
Hit show
And
bar.
the people are all
Show
right. Like
I
the
don't
people
know
are
what's
fine.
worse. I don't know what's worse. The fact that she was able to do this for 20 years without even being caught, and what that says about
Yeah, let's
the
see.
skill these
Instead
people
of
have
PhDs
and
do
how
doctorate-
basic it
or
is,
doctorate degrees.
or
So
or
are
the fact that
are
she-
doctorate degrees
she
serialized?
it was involved in multiple surgeries on people. But at the same time, what does that say about the people she worked alongside with if none of them could tell that she didn't even have any formal
Okay.
education?
I won't have Google pull this up because I'll just read it right here. Okay. Autumn Bardista, a Palm Coast woman, was widely reported in August 2025. She was fired from a Florida hospital and later arrested for illegally practicing as a nurse for over a year. Okay, she was hired in 2023.
You have to.
She
get a
lied
nursing-
about getting her registered nurse license. Provided a stolen
have
license
numbers for
number.
those.
She provided a stolen one.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
She claimed she was married but never was. Okay, here's the thing. She was being considered for a promotion for being to be the charge nurse.
Oh my.
Oh no! Oh no!
What can we just
And-
talk about what this says about these institutions?
Ready?
That they didn't catch this at the very
Oh,
beginning.
I know. Ready for how many patients she treated
Okay,
successfully?
Let's hear it.
4,400 patients.
Every single doctor
No
and
injuries?
nurse who
No
is
injuries?
overcharging for procedures.
So
I will have you know, an uneducated woman successfully performed over 4,000 caregiving procedures.
No injuries and no deaths, too.
every single
That
one.
is actually probably a record because I think doctor malpractice is actually the leading cause of death in the
Of
U.S.
hospital deaths. Yeah, every single one of those people can
It's
now
like
turn
200
around and sue her. Though.
thousand people.
Oh,
a
yeah,
year.
everyone can turn around and sue her. But honestly,
I
I
don't
would
know
go
how
up
many
to her
people
and be
will.
like,
No one will.
congratulations,
What's the
good
point?
job.
After the first 2 people sue her, everything she has is
it's gone.
So, doctorate degrees, they don't have a serial number on them, but a licensing board can contract said university that they're claiming,
Yeah.
and there are records of everything.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be records.
There are records.
Well, I'm saying supposed to be because sometimes schools suck at keeping
So,
records.
Well,
Even
a great
like,
example of this.
master's degrees for your thesis, and then doctoral degrees for your presentation. I
So,
don't know what the devil it
a
is.
good example by there's supposed to be records. I watched them fill out the paperwork. I watched them file the paperwork. But according to the National Guard, when I was in, I never got the smallpox vaccine. However, I can show you the scar on my shoulder from getting the smallpox vaccine.
See, you know what the
And
difference
so
You're
is.
it's like-
vaccinated? What the hell? We're not friends anymore. Just kidding.
You know what the difference is?
What?
That was the military.
True.
Did you ever get
The
large
beef.
pox?
What?
Did you ever get large pox?
Are you sure you didn't
Oh, gosh.
scrub your face with it on a blanket and go and take it to the Indian
All right,
Reserve?
on a new subject, okay?
That was
There
a
was a
training
shooting. There was a shooting and fire. If you want to open up that
Oh, where was this at? This is news to me.
shooting and firing on Sunday of an LDS church building
that
over
one,
there in
yeah.
Michigan.
So, that's not in
Right
here.
there. Click that one
Oh,
though.
wait, yes. Pull that up.
So here's the thing. Just because you don't agree doesn't mean you go and kill people. And we're still learning more and more about this incident as more and more information comes out.
I should have replaced this article with the Daily Wire article. One, because Daily Wire is better than Washington Post. Two,
We'll look it up. We
the
can
Blaze.
Google
the
it right
Daily
now.
Wire had a more recently updated. This says Mormons raised $200,000. The Daily Wire shows more recently $265,000.
What does Blaze have? I trust Blaze more than Daily Wire anymore.
Blaze it right now.
I'll
Blaze it right
So
now.
here's the thing. With all this sadness and killing, the gunman drove his building into
How do you drive a
LDS
building?
Stake Center.
drove his truck into an LDS stake center during their primary program.
Of
Okay.
all things they
Out of
could
all
do.
things, when the kids are up there singing, he lit it on fire and started shooting. I forget how many
know,
are dead and wounded.
There were
but-
no children killed, right? It was
Ready
just
for this?
adults. Go ahead.
Okay, one of the counselors was packing heat in
Yeah,
one
I
of the
know.
articles. Returned fire, protecting the kids.
Oh, what's funny?
Okay, that man is a hero.
Okay, hold on. What's funny
What?
is two members of the congregation were police officers.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the two who were shooting back at him. And that's why the police force is saying they responded within seconds. So they're
like
trying to take credit for these guys who were just carrying on their own.
Well, did you hear about the nurses?
Off duty.
Did you hear about the nurses a couple blocks down? There was nurses on strike outside their
And
hospital.
they were trying to get in to help these
and they were
patients.
they dropped their strike. And I mean, I know they have a medical duty to do that. I mean, you have the Hippocratic Oath or
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, but still, they put aside their own fears and ran towards a burning building to help these kids and these
Was it
fellow
a burning-
brothers and
I don't
sisters.
think that was the case. I
It
think
was burnt- he lit it on
'cause
fire.
The nurses were, the building was on fire, but the nurses were on strike outside the hospital,
Yes.
not at the church.
Yeah, and then
And
they
they were
ran down
trying-
to the church.
As far what I've understood is they ran to the hospital, trying to get into the hospital. Then some of the
Oh, really?
organizers were trying to stop them from going in because they're on strike.
Mm-hmm.
But they went to the hospital, from what I understood, to be able to help out with
Oh,
taking
I thought
care
they
of them.
went to the.
There might have been
knows?
that.
I mean,
don't think that.
I
was
read
the
so
case.
many different articles. Here's the thing: you read so much on the internet.
A lot of stuff gets jumbled sometimes.
A lot of it gets jumbled. A lot of it's fake news.
Mhm.
A lot of it's there. But the fact that over these past few days since Sunday, we're on Thursday night right now. The LDS Church people are living the gospel of Jesus Christ and forgiving and being loving and caring. I mean, what did you say? $267,000
It was like
rain?
265 was the last number. It's probably over 300,000 now.
Oh yeah,
more than likely.
for the family of the gunman.
And you know what's really gut wrenching?
What?
Reading the comments on that Give Send Go, because there's a lot of people who were giving comments that are supposed to be given to the family of the shooter.
Good or bad?
It was gut wrenching. Like just the amount of people just like expressing love and forgiveness.
Oh yeah, it's an amazing.
It makes
It's-
you want to cry.
And the sad thing is, you have so many people coming out and saying we hate the church and yada yada. You guys suck, but yet we continue to pour out love. love and generosity. And I feel bad for this man. I really do. I find it in my heart to forgive him for killing brothers and sisters I don't know. But he was a vet. Okay, we know he was a Marine Corps vet with PTSD. Okay? The man needed help.
And I want to get to a little bit of that.
And it's just sad because he was hurting inside. And yet, where's the... You know what I mean?
I can tell you where some of this hatred came from, though.
He lived in Utah, right?
He lived in Utah for a little while, but there are reports that he was a follower of Pastor, I believe, Mark Driscoll. If you want to go to the Discord, get the pics.
Is that the mega church?
Yeah. Well, he is a
right
televangelist. He's a friend of Charlie Kirk. Pull up that first one. Go ahead and open up the Twitter.
The assassin was Mormon.
Go up to the top.
The computer's being stupid.
Alright. Click on... Yeah, there we go. Click on that.
He was not a member of the church.
Well, he had a background growing up. So this was his comment. If you look at the date on that, September 13th, 3 days after Charlie Kirk has died. This pastor, Mark Driscoll, he's been on the Charlie Kirk show. He's a friend of Charlie Kirk. And he goes and says this: the assassin was a Mormon. This is not the same as Christianity. It is a demonic cult. Mormonism's Jesus is no closer to the Christ of the Bible than Islam's Jesus is.
Well, explain to me how come we have the picture.
3 days after the shooting, he goes and shares this. And this guy is very well known for constant bull crap about the LDS.
Wait a minute. Is that the guy that's always on Facebook videos? That's judging.
He is on some Facebook videos
the
or whatnot, reels. And he is on some of those. But go back, kick out of here, go back to the Discord, open up the other one. And so he was getting criticism. So scroll down, open up the other one. He was getting criticism from people on X about that post.
People are seeing this screen right now.
I know,
right?
yes they are.
Okay, perfect.
So I've been hearing a lot of folks on X about the comments I've made on Mormonism. These were tweets from weeks to months ago. Remember, this is September 30th. He's been receiving comments before this period. This is not like weeks ago. This is like a week and a half ago. And
the 30th was...
Definitely not months, because people are responding...
30th was 2 days ago, buddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
but
this
here's
is
the
after
thing.
the chapel got attacked.
This is after the church got attacked. This is why he's getting comments about his previous tweet that happened just after Charlie Kirk, which that guy was a follower of him. And now he just told them, because he was conservative, it seemed like he was conservative. He was wearing a Trump shirt and whatnot in some of his photos.
I heard that was photoshopped, but I don't know what to believe.
The photoshopped
the
one
Charlie
is one
Kirk
without the Trump on his shirt.
Okay.
There is a Photoshop there, but it was the one without
because I've heard both sides, and I'm like, I don't know what to believe.
And the reason I wanted to bring this up is we call out the people on the right who have rhetoric that leads to violence or could lead to violence.
Yes.
And it's not fair if we don't call it out on our own side, too. Mm-hmm. And this is the guy...
Scroll down. I want to read some of these comments here, man. There.
And this is a guy who's on our side politically in many ways.
Okay,
that's a lie.
How does that... Oh, my hell, that sentence does... You're reading the same
Which
thing
one?
I'm reading?
So I'm looking at his response.
Yes, his response!
I never called Mormons demonic.
Okay, I know I saw that, and that's hilarious.
So...
the thing is,
Mormonism's demonic, but Mormons are not demonic.
Hold on. So he said that, by the way. And who was it? One of the guys from Ward Radio replied to him about his previous comment, and he said, "You didn't really make that distinction in your previous comment." Called him out for that.
If I can be real for just a minute.
Yeah. Well, this is supposed to be real.
I know.
That's why we're doing it live, is for raw emotion.
I'm giving you crap, go.
It is one of those where it's like the adversaries after all of us right now.
Every single one of us.
The month of September was an absolute shit show.
For members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints this month has been like a punch in the face, man.
It's not even that. Like, we take it back to Charlie. We take it back to North Carolina. We can take it back to the church getting attacked. We can take it back to everything that's been going on. The world is going to shit.
Yes.
It is not a time for Christians, whatever denomination, to be divided.
To be fighting each other.
It is not a time for Christians to be going to battle about specific
Man, I can go
doctrine.
back to that first tweet.
It is a time for
The
Christians.
very first one.
It is a time for Christians as a whole
Yes.
to band together to fight whatever is coming our way. The time for doctrinal debate will come. It's not right now.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you this:
Here's
the
the
Jesus
thing.
Christ I follow and serve is the same Jesus Christ of the Old and New Testament. And
Alright.
I served in the Bible Belt on my mission, and this was posted all the time. You
This kind of
serve
stuff
the
all
wrong
the time.
Jesus, and it was like when you break it down and you actually sit down and you have a chat with somebody. Okay, I'm not the best member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I have a swearing problem.
I mean, I can
really
always
bad about
make it an explosive one and say, our Jesus
But-
is the right Jesus, theirs is the false one, because there is
You-
no Trinity.
You could say that, but here's the thing: is if you were to actually sit down and talk to these people, how many times on my mission I sat down and talked to them? We ended up agreeing
A
on
lot.
95% of the stuff.
And that's something to emphasize. Like, this guy, Pastor Mark Driscoll, he may believe these things, he may act like that and whatnot. The overwhelming majority of his followers, basically all of them except the one who attacked the church, all of them, they aren't like that. They aren't vitriolic. They may disagree or think that we aren't that great, but they'll probably be happy to sit down and have a cup of, well, I guess tea, but not really tea, right?
A couple whatever. I don't care.
I mean-
what
I'll come and have a Dr. Pepper with you. I prefer Mountain Dew, but
I do not care
you brought it.
what your what the difference is doctrinally between us and whoever else. I don't care. I'm down to sit down and talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Amen.
If we go to Matthew 7,
Mm-hmm.
you've been bringing up Matthew in the Sermon on the Mount, right?
Absolutely. I
ooh,
love
great
Matthew.
one, great
I
one.
believe Matthew 7 is a part of that.
He's not my favorite apostle. He
It's-
still has some redeeming to do, being a tax collector.
Matthew chapter 7,
So it's
King
either
James version.
I cannot remember if it's a part of the Sermon on the Mount. If not, it's on the tail end of it.
Make sure this is King James version.
It's the New International Version. It's the one that's on the
I'll
screen.
make sure. I would prefer to be using scripture notes on
Yeah.
the computer.
He doesn't know how to.
I know.
yet,
I haven't
so.
showed him.
It's fine.
I'll
We'll make
it's-
I'll
sure.
make sure it's actually easily brought up on here, so that way we don't
So,
have to do
go to
this.
Google. You were right there. King James Bible online. Not that. No.
Nope,
not
you're
that one.
good. That's
Nope, That one.
it. All right, right there. That's
no,
fine.
the top one was a different one.
That
okay.
it had King James.
Another
Oh,
option
did
is
it?
just
Okay.
to type in scripture notes at the top, but that's okay.
So
We'll
I
figure that out
am.
later. Which verse are we
I'm
reading?
looking in 15:16.
Okay. There you go. You can read it right there. This one?
Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles?
I know there's a bunch of different scriptures that's like, you will know them by their fruits. This is just the first one that I can remember off the top of my head. But we as Christians, I don't care what denomination you're from, whatever it be. As long as there is something good to be spoken for, we strive for good, we strive for great things. You'll know those great things by the fruits that Christians bear.
Okay, I'm gonna
Like,
be
look
a
at
little
the-
defensive
Well,
here.
look at the couple members of the church that
Started this GoFundMe.
David Butler, who started this very GoFundMe for someone, for the family of the man who attacked the Saints.
I
over
wanna
there in
be-
Michigan. And then contrast that to the guy who follows Mark Driscoll, by the way, and what he did. What is that? I get he disagrees with us, but he can disagree with us without making his comments so vitriolic. Because the left calls us on the right Nazis. What's the Christian version of a Nazi? Demons. And what's he calling it? Demonic cult.
Yeah.
That's about the worst you can call it. That's saying, oh, you're in the Nazi party, would be what the left would say to us. He's saying the same thing. You can disagree with us, Mark, and not make it so vitriolic. It's that vitriolic nature of what you're saying that could be leading people to become more violent in the future.
Can I get a little defensive here?
Go ahead.
Am I okay? Scroll down, please. Once you go to the mission statement of the church. Up.
Nope, go back.
Up. Right there.
there.
The picture right there.
The blue picture.
That one. Click it. Okay. Okay. Well, this is not the mission statement. Can you Google the mission statement of the church, please? Okay.
No, that's the church's statement on.
Yes, I know.
Charlie
But
Kirk's death.
mission of the LDS Church. Okay. Okay.
AIOU. Let's trust that.
I mean,
It is the Church of
It's-
Jesus
it's-
Christ of Latter-day
its
Saints.
first source is the Church of Jesus Christ. So
Okay. All
I'm
right.
just saying the AI overview.
Right
I
there.
have caught
Right
AI
there.
misquoting passages, so you have to be
Okay.
careful.
I'm gonna
Yes.
get defensive here. I've mentioned this before. We're gonna get a little religious here, as I get.
Get religious. Launch a crusade.
No, I just
not
I
quite that
need
far.
to no I need to stand up
Spiritual
for what
crusade.
I believe in
There you
as
go.
as bad of an example of a member of the church as I am. You shall know them by their fruits. Look at all the good the church does. I don't care if you disagree with us, okay? The mission statement of the church, the mission of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is to help all of God's children come to Jesus Christ through learning about his gospel, and keeping promises with God, practicing Christ-like love and service. Members of the church believe in helping individuals and families fulfill the commandments to love God and to love thy neighbor. Members do so by living the gospel of Jesus Christ and caring for those in need, inviting all to receive the gospel and uniting families through family history work and temple work. Those who insult the church, very disappointed in you. I really want to, I want to call you out more than that. You suck. I'm just going to say it. You guys suck. The mission statement of the church is to help people. There's no greater, I'm going to take pride in this, no greater church in the world than the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints of how much we do. We donate billions of dollars over the world to help people in need. Our young men, all three of us here, we went out and sacrificed 2 years of our lives dedicated to people we had no clue. Okay? Some of us in foreign lands. I went to Georgia. Okay, that was foreign to me.
I went to the pit of vipers.
Okay.
Washington, D.C.
I went to the Dominican Republic.
He went out of the country. The Church of Jesus Christ. You shall know them by their fruits. We've done nothing but good. After all the stuff that we've been through, our first prophet was murdered, tarred and feathered, men and women raped. We were forced to flee west into the high desert, okay, of Utah. Tons of
And
people
not
died.
high in
along.
a good way.
Okay.
Not high in a good way.
Then look at what happens when one of our own is attacked. We turn around and we dedicate it. I'm tired of people. This is not the time to be fighting each other. This is a time we need to be united. And look at, we're donating money to a family that just killed people.
Well,
Okay?
the guy killed people. Their
Yes, I know.
family,
I
his
know.
family did nothing.
They still lost the son.
They did. And guess what? That wife just lost a husband. Okay?
Those children lost a father.
Mm-hmm.
When you
And
Well,
one of them...
it's just I'm so sick of the hate and bigotry over the Church of Jesus Christ, and I'm gonna call everybody out, and especially members of the church if you follow us and people here at the table. It's time to stand up. Okay, how many times have we heard that from President Nelson? Okay, it's time to stand up. It's not time to sit there and just be like, yeah, I'm a member of the church. You know, it's time to say, yeah, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. and to wear it proudly. I mean, we're supposed to be that unique people. We're supposed to teach and practice Christ's teachings. So sorry I have to get all religious on you. It's just
Get religious on us.
it's just really annoying. I'm so sick and tired of the hate of other Christians towards each other. We need to be united. We should all want peace. We should not get away with this hatred. Okay, that's not what Christ wants. He wants us to love each other.
What?
And it's just...
If we can look past the dominations for a second. I'll put it this way. Islamic terrorists and LGBT will stand hand in hand, standing against the Christianity as a whole. They will stand against Jesus Christ and his teachings. Like people who are adversaries when it comes to like a mentally structural sound point will stand together. But we as Christians
Did you just hear that? There was a gunshot outside.
Yeah. It could just be just down the way in the fields. You're probably just doing shotgun. That or it's 22. It's kind of a high-pitched crack.
You can't shoot guns over there. They just built homes. You're not allowed to shoot over there anymore.
That was 3.
Well, it's coming out this window. It could be that way. It could be that way. Well,
Anyway,
not
sorry.
that way.
No, you're good. Like,
I was like, oh, somebody's coming to shoot us up because of my stance on being a Christian.
people who stand against Christianity as a whole stand hand in hand trying to tear down Christianity as a whole. Yet we as Christians are tearing each other down for doctrine, denominations, like what have you. The time for battle, like doctrinal battle, will come. It's not right now, though. We just stand together. Stand as
Get along.
Stand as Christ would have you stand. Love one another. Love thine enemies.
Hey, Mannequin.
Yep.
Go to web links. Pull up that one I just shared from Pew Research. Let's try and keep our phones silent. Click on that. This is a Pew Research study from 2023. How other religions feel about other religions and how, and basically. So, pull that up. Scroll down. You'll see one. You'll want to scroll down fast. You'll see eventually a graph that doesn't look like that, or a chart that's got
Right there?
lots of orange and blue
Oh,
all
that's
tiled
numbers.
together.
Okay, right there?
Keep going
That
down,
one?
down, 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 down. Right there. Go up. Right there. So I heard someone once say Mormons do wear a cross. It's just one you can't see, and it had this highlighted. Look at the very top. The words on the very top there, all the different churches. You have the Mormons, aka Latter-day Saints there, and that vertical column going down. Mm-hmm. Everything is blue except one, that's the Catholics. The Catholics are a +2. They think positively of us. Everyone else is freaking negative.
Well,
Everyone hates
we
us.
have an
Then
amazing
look at
relationship
the
with
Mormons, Latter-day Saints on the horizontal axis. This is what we think of all other churches. All
them.
positive.
Negative? Oh, yeah,
We,
positive.
we love
Positive.
Catholics and Jews.
That's the LDS. That's the LDS cross that we wear right there.
Atheists. plus
Everyone
6.
hates us, and we love everyone.
Hey, we do have a cross. We
It's
don't
just
love.
one you
We
can't
don't
see
love
on you.
ourselves. We're at a 0. Man.
Well, that's kind of...
Well,
Man,
not
that's
everyone
bad,
hates
guys.
us. Not everyone hates us. Look, the Catholics
The Catholics like
+2,
us? Okay.
+2. They're +2 on us. So
E-
they
e-
like us
e-
more than they don't like us.
Atheists absolutely hate us.
Oh yeah, no,
Look at that.
we.
Plus-
I love them.
They hate us.
To be fair, look at atheists and who all they hate. They pretty much hate everyone but the Jews, which is really random because they're the
What
other
in the
most
world?
hated group. They're like the other group in the world that's like the most hated. That's the one the atheists don't hate.
Well, everyone loves the Jews. Look at
Except
that. Everyone
Except
loves the
the-
Jews.
everyone seems to love the Jews now, but I'm talking about non-Christians. This is all about Christian denominations and
No, I
also
know.
the Jews.
I know. I'm looking at like the Jew column, the
Yeah.
vertical Jew column, and it's one of those like, huh, interesting.
Well, that's really funny.
And everybody hates us.
Oh, what's the? Oh, there's a -76 right there.
Where?
Atheists absolutely hate evangelical Christians.
Holy crap.
What the heck?
Gosh, Evans, watch your back. The atheists don't like you.
Atheists don't like anyone though.
Well, we don't like atheists
Except
either.
Jews,
Look at
apparently.
the LDS. The LDS column, it's negative 55.
I know, but negative 76 on the evangelical Christians.
I know, crazy. Let's see.
Who's got the best reviews?
Oh, the Jews.
The Jews,
The
dude.
Jews have the best. Well,
The Jews have the overall.
the Jews have the overall best reviews.
I'm talking singular.
Oh,
But
wait.
it's from us, 2 Jews at positive 58.
Yeah, we really love the Jews.
I mean,
We do have a school in Jerusalem, so
True.
we're one of the few.
Yeah, like you look at them, like everybody loves the Jews, and then look at the Jews going across. Like the only people they don't like are evangelicals and Muslims.
I mean,
Do you know what martial arts Jews do?
What?
Jiu-jitsu.
Oh my gosh.
All right, dad jokes.
Oh,
All right, next subject, guys.
Ugh.
How about this one?
Let's go back to articles. We got some more articles back on the church subject
Hey,
there.
back on the church subject, please.
All right. We got the loss of President Nelson.
we do.
Man, that was Sunday. It's almost been a week, guys.
It's almost been a week now. We're coming up on a week, and this
So,
Sunday is General Conference.
If you want to see our live reaction to us finding out that President Nelson
Scroll up.
passed, go to our YouTube channel and look at the planning meeting.
It's a planning meeting.
Yeah.
Right there.
It's a planning meeting when we had the live reaction to him passing away.
Oh yeah, weren't we recording?
We were
and then my phone
recording.
dings, and it was.
It's in the last.
It's really sad.
It's in the last 20 minutes of the episode, but yeah.
I mean, let's see. I've been alive for President Hinckley. I barely remember him. President Monson
Who was
the
before
one.
Hinckley?
Okay.
Nope. Howard Hunter.
Oh yeah, see, I don't.
He was
even
only in for
remember.
like 9 months though,
And
and then Benson was
So
before.
I was born, and
So you were around for
who
Benson,
the book that
right?
you like reading?
Benson, Ezra Taft.
Ezra
Ezra
Taft
Taft
Benson
Benson.
was alive when I was born,
Mm-hmm.
and so I started from Benson all the way up to now. You started under Hinckley, I think.
That's the one I remember. Born in
Well, that's when-
'95.
Well, true. I mean, Hinckley served as the prophet for so long. I mean,
Yeah. What was it? From
he's
like
the one I
95 to
remember.
2008? I mean, he was a phenomenal president.
He really
And
was.
then-
So Hinckley died.
Excuse me. And then President Monson.
I remember
President-
the funeral. I don't remember any of his teachings.
When did Hinckley die again? Was that 2008?
2008, mhm.
Yeah, so I was
And then
on my
President
mission.
Monson-
I was on my mission when I got the news that Hinckley died, and then
And
President Monson became the
Was
prophet.
all the way till. When did Nelson get called?
So he was called in like months before I got my mission call. So that would have been 2017, 2018.
Okay.
Yeah,
So 2008 to 2000.
Started 2018 is when he got called in.
Okay.
Really? President Monson was still alive when I went on my mission?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
When I went out on my mission, there were elders who had their their proselyting licenses signed by President Monson.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
I
yeah,
had-
yeah, yeah.
Mine was signed by President Nelson.
Yeah.
So President Nelson's only been in for a short time.
18
But he's-
to 25.
That's the
But
thing,
he's called more temples to be built than any other prophet.
What's really funny is Hinckley is known as the temple builder because he's expanded the temple building
Uh-huh.
massively. But
There
then
was-
he has still built more because it's just been grown. It's the rate of growth has been exponential, especially in Africa.
So I would dare say
What's
Hinckley-
up, Anakin?
Monson also lowered the missionary age.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
That was
forgot
a
yeah,
big
yeah,
one on the
tons of-
Monson.
Oh yeah, because that allowed me to go on my mission earlier.
BYU was empty.
Yeah, BYU empty.
Those poor girls.
it's fine.
It's fine.
President Hinckley, I believe, will still hold the title as the temple builder because I want to say there was only 30 or so temples before 2000.
And then he got in.
Then he
and-
got it up to 100.
Well, what's funny is if you go by percentage, you actually go all the way back to the last prophet who died just before
conference.
conference. I believe it was Albert Smith. It was like increased the amount of temples by like 100%, but back then it was only a handful of temples, so just the amount was even percentage wise he increased it the most. But he died 2 days before conference, and President Nelson has passed away now a week before conference. And so
Have you noticed that each prophet has been around for certain chaotic things in the world? Like
Yeah.
Gordon B. Hinckley, okay, family proclamation to the world, okay? Everyone's like, we don't need this right now, okay? how relevant it is to now. Thomas S. Monson, I forget everything he did, but
he was a storyteller.
I haven't read much on Albert Smith, though. But from what I did read on him, though, it sounds like him and Nelson had a lot in common in the way they taught.
Mm-hmm.
And then after he passed away, we got the powerhouse of David O. McKay. And so now we're looking at the judge coming up
President
here.
Oaks.
We might end up having another powerhouse prophet
Here's
coming
my
in
thing.
during
So,
a very hard time.
You realize President Nelson was a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
he's
he's dealt with, COVID, and so like all of this stuff that's been through the COVID BS that we've had to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So
the natural healing that he has done. I mean, lowered church to 2 hours. Thank the good Lord for that. I mean, with kids, it is so hard to sit through 3 hours of church, okay?
I miss the 3 hours of church.
You do?
I
So
do.
that actually changed when I was out on my mission.
I'm sorry.
I was
with
newly
3 hours.
married. I was newly married and just had
we
my
have to
foot
choose-
surgery.
If we have to choose what camp we're in, I'm in camp 3 hours of church. I'm sorry, I like the 3 hours.
I'm at camp stay home for church, baby. Actually, 1 hour church, baby.
if
Actually,
I could,
I
I'd
love
say
class.
4 hours of church.
So I'm in the 3 hour camp as well, but I'm also in the camp of doing it at home. There was something special about the COVID
There
years being
was.
able to do sacrament at home with your family.
Mhm.
To be able to do the priesthood duties that we as men
And I think
promised
that's
to do.
when the second coming. That's why I think President Nelson has been so important to us, specifically during those COVID years, is doing the decentralizing and getting people used to that idea. Because when the second coming happens, or just before the second coming, the amount of destruction, the church is going to be done at the family level.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's going to be done. And so COVID was a dry run basically for the church.
Yeah.
Well, also a lot of restructuring. I mean, you have we have a new temple in Spanish Fork. You notice
They
we can't go
restructured how home teachers
home teaching done, but they also restructured everything in the temple. If you've been lately,
A couple of times now.
I
Yeah,
haven't
a couple
been late.
times.
I need to get
And
my
so
couple
we
recommend
aren't
back.
going to talk about that
I've
because
been
it's
inactive
sacred.
for a very long time.
Yes, I know.
Okay?
I'm working on bringing you
But
back.
I do know some of the details, the
We
more
will get
obvious
into it.
details that aren't
Yeah.
sacred or specific.
Well,
But
if you're curious in that,
and
I
can
would
talk
suggest.
about some of the ones that
I
have
would-
been talked about on podcasts.
I say-
I would refer you to the elders and sisters of the church.
and use the church's official Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.org to find your answers. It is not secret, it's sacred, and we don't want to be blasted for that. But if you notice like all these changes happening, okay?
So our Sunday school's changed. Our Sunday school the way we teach.
Oh yeah,
Come
yeah,
Follow
oh
Me
yeah.
Came out
Came
during
follow
Nelson.
me, come out, and I mean the way I teach. I'm a teacher in Elders Quorum. Okay, it is no longer teaching. You're supposed to lead the discussion.
Mhm.
How many silent, awkward moments we
Let-
have in Elders Quorum?
And you
Let
know,
those ride.
sometimes the important part is to let it be awkward, because at some point someone's going to speak up, and
Oh.
you just have to let it be awkward.
If
for a
you were to
moment get them
come,
to speak.
if you were to come more often, dude, the conversations I've learned. Okay, I struggle
I'm
being.
not in their ward.
I struggle being a Elders Quorum teacher. I struggle to read. Okay, I have a hard time pronouncing words and spelling words and doing all of that. And I
Yeah,
feel
we know
very.
that, and someone
I-
else knows that. in
I
the
feel
background,
very intimidated talking to a bunch of older men that are way more knowledgeable. But the amount of information I've learned, like personally, to help my growth.
too. So you've been able to glean out of them.
Oh my gosh! Like when they do talk, my brain goes into overdrive,
Which-
and I sit there and act like I'm
Which
having
is
a
something
seizure.
I did like about them just throwing the high priest and elders together.
Oh, it's so. Oh.
Because you got the high priest quorum, having them there with the elders quorum, because the high priest, they've been doing this stuff for so long. There's a lot of things that in general in life, there's always a lot of things that to you always seems very obvious at 1st, but to a new guy, it's not something that they think about. And this a good example. This is just at work. This morning we were having our safety meeting, and there's my foreman, the other foreman, so me, and then his guy, and he was down in the trench with me. And he goes to step back to get some space to do something. Well, we've got almost 10-foot wall of dirt, and he starts to step out of the trench box, which
Not good.
not good at all. If anything
As
were
you're
to
telling
happen,
a safety coordinator,
well, it's
safety
funny.
man right here.
Well, what's funny is he was part of the safety crew.
Oh, really?
And he's now with us. Because the thing is, even though his mindset before was looking from on top and seeing what safety concerns there were, now that he was in the trench, it was a different ballgame. He wasn't prepared to think differently about how these dangers were. And so because I'd been in the trench for a long time now, my first instinct was like, get over here, get over here, get over here. All right, hey, don't go outside that box. He's like, oh, thank you.
Have you ever had a trench fall in on you?
I have been hit by falling dirt before. This was a funny story. What happened is I was working at the end of the trench on the pipe. It's with 5-foot aqueduct pipe, ductile pipe, steel welded pipe. I'm working on it facing my back to the end of the trench, which is only about 10 feet away from me, so I got a big old wall of dirt. And the nice thing is, there's always a top guy up there, but one of the foremen was there too. He noticed the early signs of a cave-in and says, get out of there, get out of there. I just get this feeling I gotta run. So I ran up that ladder. I got 3 rungs up that ladder. The dirt hit the bottom of the ladder, kicked me off, and I landed on top of the cave-in instead of being swept by the cave-in and pinned against the pipe, which would have probably broken my legs.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have been in the hospital for a long time from that.
Well, you notice that the reel it back into President Nelson's death, you have certain people for certain times.
Mm-hmm.
And he's prepared us. And now with the possibility of President Oaks becoming the prophet, Utah Supreme Court judge, okay? I met Oaks in person. He's a very silly guy, okay? But very serious. When you hear him talk, he's a no-nonsense guy. And it is time now for the church for the no-nonsense. We've had the restructuring of BYU, okay? The refixing of all that wokeness in BYU. And now it's about to get a lot more mind-blowing.
If I can real quick, let's kick that last story I gave into an analogy as well.
Yeah,
so
let's
I
hear
had
it.
the top guy here at the top. He was like the prophet. He was looking for those early warning signs of the cave-in. Well, the prophet, he's receiving the early warning signs from God himself. And then he's relaying that down to us on what we need to do. And that's what he did. He relayed down to me, you need to get up that ladder. The prophet's relaying down to us, read your scriptures, repent, follow Christ, go to church meetings.
Think celestial.
Think celestial. That was a big one from President Nelson.
Well, it hits more now as you realize.
And so it's like there's a little analogy in that. It's like I had a top guy. Well, our top guy here is our prophet. We're down here in the trenches of earth. Our top guy is the prophet. He's up there. He's here on the earth. He's up there at the top just getting the view, the little bit of an overhead view with the revelation to warn us about what's coming and what we need to do to prepare for it.
It hits me now. So I will admit, I've always had a hard time listening to President Nelson because of my ADHD, man. It hits now more. Like, as an adult, listening to Conference Live has always been a struggle. I get more out of it when I go to work and I listen to it at work. It calms me and keeps me not angry to yelling at people and just being overall Mr. Grumpy Pants that people know me for at work. Okay? Makes me happier. I now see, as I think back on listening to his conference talks and everything, like how important is the think celestial part that he said. We are getting into these last days. Excuse me, it's getting crazier, and if we don't hold to Christ,
I would say some of one of the greatest examples of thinking celestial is what we just saw with all the people donating to that family.
Oh yeah, like totally, dude.
Like, I'm certainly not doing great at thinking celestial, but I can tell you those people over there in Michigan
God
and
bless
all the
them,
other
man.
members of the church who helped donate that, they definitely were thinking celestial.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, you also go back to the Charlie Kirk shooting. How many people, like, forgave the family?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, like, it's okay. Like, it's
not
okay.
their fault.
It's
I have no doubt. I mean, the dad, I believe, was a former cop. Like I have
Former
Yes.
no
detective, yes.
a detective.
But
I have
here's
no
the
doubt
thing
he
is-
did his very best that he could, but the sad
Eventually, when it
truth
comes
is-
down to it, we have our own free agency.
well, the sad truth is, there's the parable of the prodigal son for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, you can do your very best as a father, provide everything they need, and they still ultimately make their own choices.
But like the amount of forgiveness, and that's I think President Nelson, what a great man and prophet. I mean, you look at all the things he accomplished in his life. I mean, I think we talked a
I
little
believe
bit
he was
about
the
it.
first open heart surgery.
Mhm.
So
Then he also invented the double bypass in the middle of a surgery.
Yeah,
the
which you
single
brought that up.
bypass. He also did the first heart and lung machine twice.
Oh my gosh.
And there was a few other
Are
things.
you saying the single bypass is that one, not the double bypass?
Both?
Oh, he did both.
He did
well,
both.
He's
I guess
smart.
I guess it's just a natural extension. You do it once, do it twice, you get the double.
So
Here, scroll down in this article. I'm curious of what else this
Go
Go
article
ahead,
says.
Logan, while he's scrolling and looking.
Okay, right there.
he did the first open heart surgery, did the first open heart bypass, single bypass, and then he did the double bypass, which we covered on the pre-record.
Yeah.
He collaborated with what's the word I'm looking for? His colleague. He collaborated with colleagues to do the heart and lung machine, and then he went on his own and did another one, a better version of what they collaborated on.
Basically just took notes from what they did the first
Pretty
time and
much.
improved on it.
And it was like, hey,
he made
we can make
version
this
1
better.
and 2.
Kind of like podcasting,
Yeah.
but make it better.
We did make it a little better this time from last time.
And there's been like
Can you scroll
Not
down
nearly
here?
as important as a heart and lung machine, no.
so
Scroll down.
I think there's been a whole lot that he's done. Like, even if you don't see him as a religious figure like we do, he is a man from history that people should know who it is.
Yeah, scroll down. I want to see
He is
if it
actually
says
probably
here.
one of the most important surgeons in American medical
Mm-hmm.
history.
Uh-huh. So my sister got invited to go out to Boston when she was in high school for the American
Okay.
Future Doctors or whatever.
Stop
at
right there,
Harvard.
please. Thank you.
And he was one of the biggest people that they talked about. Was like, this is who you want as a surgeon.
Will you notice, so on President Nelson, how you're saying he's a good surgeon, but if you notice his push, thinking back on the years he was alive, to help the sick and afflicted. Did you notice that? Like,
So he
at
was
that time, okay, the church is already known for giving billions of dollars away. Okay, we own a ton of land. We let ranchers farm it. We give all that beef away for free.
Mhm.
Okay, and he was like, "We can do better. Like,
So-
we can do better."
Mhm.
going back to the roles of the prophets in recent history, right? President
Mm-hmm.
Hinckley was the temple guy. President Monson was the widow guy.
And
your
storyteller.
fe-
Man,
your
I learned
fel-
so much from his stories.
And
your fellow neighbor.
There's multiple purposes to each of them because
I'm
during
just-
the fastest, some of the fastest growth of the church,
Mm-hmm.
President Hinckley was an expert in communications.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And then
phenomenal.
during a lot of the war and chaos in the world after 9/11 and whatnot going forward,
He helped guide.
we had President Monson, a veteran of World War II, who frickin' survived on a raft until he was saved
Yeah.
in the Pacific Ocean.
And then you get President Nielsen, who's
a healer.
A healer.
he
a
also
physician.
focused. He also focused heavily on the sick and afflicted, as well as the gathering of Israel.
And that was all during
And-
COVID, a healer, and now we're
And
looking
the
at a
center
possible
to
judge.
focus your life on Christ. To
Mhm.
think celestial. And I
Stay-
mean, how many temples are we at now?
I think we're coming close on 200.
Let's Google that. Get onto the church's website right there.
Stand ye and like
Don't even
stand
have
ye in
to
hollow
get onto the
places
church's
and
website,
be not
just-
moved.
Just do the Google for temple.
Right
Oh,
there.
right there, right there.
Right. Oh,
Perfect.
I'm wrong.
All right.
I stand.
Oh, right there.
202.
No. Look
Right
at
there.
that.
7.
7.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has 202 dedicated temples.
Dedicated. Those are active
Dedicated.
temples.
Okay. And
Those
with
are- wait.
382
Does
temples.
that 202 include the
Click
Salt
it.
Lake Temple, which is not currently active though?
So that one
Right
is
there. Boom. There's a map.
382.
Look at
So
that.
there's 182
wow.
in construction right now.
182 temples in construction
So,
right now.
yeah.
And we're getting one 5 minutes from us. That's closer than Payson. Whoop, whoop. If we don't go to the temple more often, we got something wrong with us,
So,
okay?
So from the time I got back from a mission in 2020 to this last conference, I'm like, all right, they're gonna get a temple in Santo Domingo. They're gonna
This
get a
story
temple in
appears
Santo
courtesy of Church News. It may not be used for by any other media.
Oh.
Well, I don't see anything.
Domingo. But it was always like
We're giving them credit.
the
I
Dominican.
think we're okay. Don't copyright us.
It was always like the Dominicans gonna get another temple, and finally this last conference they got another one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you, Kate,
So-
while we're on the church topic, did you hear, have you been listening to Jeffrey R. Holland? So he has his own YouTube page.
I haven't known.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So Kate, if you've noticed, while President Nelson has been in, they've been more present on social media. I follow all of them on Instagram.
Well, that's good.
Which makes sense because that gets into like my generation.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
Like
thing.
our
If you want to
generations.
reach them,
If you
the Gen Zers.
want to be Xer, he found out he was a millennial the other day.
I've known I've been a millennial. It
makes sense why you've
1996
been
is not.
screwed over by the economy so many times, huh?
Kate, listen. What generation are you?
I'm
He's a millennial.
I'm on the older side.
Yeah, Gen X screwed it up for all of us. Actually, I don't even blame Gen X.
It's not Gen X, okay? Gen X was just the older siblings that taught everyone how to smoke
Pot.
weed from an apple, okay? And then we passed that down to Gen Z. The
But Gen Z couldn't do it.
boomers,
So.
and my mom and dad, who are boomers, agree, are the worst generation in American history. They're the ones who started all these programs and all these spending pieces of crap.
I love
that
how
is
hard this
going
show just
bankrupt.
turned.
What?
I love how hard this show just
It
turned.
did start.
It turned hard. Well,
It
it turns
did.
good. All right.
So I don't know. Like
Boomers, you need to repent.
I'm
That's what it is.
I'm excited for President Oaks.
You don't have many years left. You need to repent.
Oh, we'll get into that subject.
Quit
another day.
taking my darn money!
I'm sorry, Logan. Go ahead.
I'm excited for President Oaks.
I am too.
Can I say I'm a little scared?
It's gonna be a call to action.
Yes, I know, but Kay, you read his talks, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I like people being blunt to me. President Oaks is blunt, and it's going to be scary. I'm scared, but I'm excited. It's
Not
like an
just blunt, but
guided.
we're getting
So-
a constitutional law expert as the prophet now during a time where we're having all sorts of constitutional chaos in the world.
So-
in the U.S., I mean.
Yeah, and
To be fair, it's
in the
America.
world.
In America,
Well, look
America
at
is
Britain.
the world. Let's be honest.
look at Britain.
Yeah.
The amount of knowledge he's going to bring to the people in Britain as they try to save their country.
Mhm.
Okay.
Have you guys seen? Sorry, do you know the story about how President Nelson and President Oaks got called in as apostles?
No.
So for 2 years in the 80s, there was only 10 apostles. 2 seats sat vacant.
Really?
For 2 years, or 2 conferences. It was 2 conferences, so a year. 2
At
seats.
least a year, basically.
A year, 2 seats sat vacant because Benson at the time wasn't well enough to call the new apostles.
Okay.
Or Kimball. I can't remember if it was Kimball or Benson. It was probably more than likely Kimball.
Yeah, it could have been Kimball. Was he was before?
He was before Benson.
Then it was probably either Benson or the one after him.
No, because Hunter was only in for 9 months.
Then it was probably Benson.
It was either Kimball or Benson. I
Because
can't.
Benson actually served for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was probably Benson.
I can't remember who called him. Right, it's Kimball or Benson, one of those two. But 2 seats sat vacant for a year or more, and President Hinckley or Elder Hinckley at the time gets a random phone call one day, and the prophet's like, "Call Russell M. Nelson and what is Oaks' first name? Holy crap.
Dallin H. Oaks.
Dallin H. Oaks as apostles. Well, you have the go ahead. Get them called. Get them called now." So the only reason when it's been Nielsen Oaks is just the way they were called.
Mm-hmm.
Nielsen was called first, Oaks second.
Yeah.
So it's like we have another guy who was called in with Nielsen, has been in as long as Nielsen coming in.
It's gonna be interesting, guys.
It's gonna be a freaking cold.
Makes
action.
sense why they were always so close so often.
So,
Because they've been their entire time.
so those two are
They've
super
been
close.
there with each other.
Those two are close. Rasband, Renland, and Stevenson are all really close as well because that was the trio that got called in all at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sad when Elder Eyring and Uchtdorf. I like talking about airplanes.
I cannot wait.
I'm
like-
gonna be sad when they die.
So my wife,
That joke probably hold.
my wife and I were talking about this the other day. If Oaks goes, Holland's the next in line.
It's scary.
He's not doing so well health-wise since his wife's died.
Yeah.
Well, every man knows once the woman goes, there's no point in living. Okay, it's very hard.
So after Holland, I believe it goes Eyring next.
And to be fair, a lot of men don't take care of themselves unless their wives
Yeah.
try to remind them.
We're all living proof right here that it's because of our wives.
So-
Mr. Computer Man, will you pull up a picture of the Quorum of the 12 and first presidency?
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Another name is mannequin for him.
Mannequin Skyyager.
I'm wondering if we just call him DC.
Or man.
Internet dude.
BC.
Look at what?
DC.
Oh, DC.
Quorum of the 12 Apostles.
Discord.
How do you spell that?
QU.
I don't know.
Quorum.
There you go, right
There
there.
you go.
Oh, look at that. Googled right away. Quorum-
Images. Just go to the images.
Images.
Right there, second picture.
Okay.
Yep.
Make it
And
big.
Make that picture big, please.
Make it as big as you can.
Very large.
Visit.
Just
Oh.
click on it.
No.
If you didn't know it was live, you know now.
There you go. So there's your calling order. So Eyring falls in behind Holland, and then the rest is in the same calling order. So as of right now, it goes Oaks, Holland, Eyring, Uchtdorf, and then it goes Bednar,
Bednar, Cook.
Christofferson. So
Gosh, dang.
just for reference,
So many of them
Elder
look so
Rasband.
different. I just remember, I always remember the Quorum of the 12 from when Hinckley was in.
When
So-
they're so young, and then I
for
was-
for
oh,
reference, D. Todd Christofferson is who replaced Hinckley.
I know.
Hmm.
And look how high.
Look
or
how high
Not
he is.
high up, it's just how long. This is in order of how long they've been in that position.
Yep,
or
this
been
is-
in the position. So
Yes.
it's not necessarily hierarchy as much as it is this is how long they've been there. And Hinckley, it's like,
This
D.
is
Todd
level of seniority.
it is.
Yes. So the way they're placed is the order in which they've been called.
My goodness. The fact that D. Todd Christofferson is so close in seniority now when he replaced Hinckley.
I
And
remember
I
when
remember
he was
Hinckley
called. Yeah.
passing away. Hinckley was the prophet I always knew growing up.
Mhm.
And to see him already that
far.
high up there, I'm just like, oh man.
It's super weird because I'm sorry.
'Cause that
Every time
means-
I saw Elder Bednar in the because isn't he over there, or is it Eyring? Which one is it that's in Michigan right now? Visiting.
I don't
Bednar,
know. I
at
only
least.
saw a picture.
Is it
from-
Bednar?
I think it's Bednar because
I saw a
from the back and it
picture.
looked like him.
I saw a picture and I was like, wait a minute, he's still young,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all getting older, and it's like, no, I love
A
you
lot
guys.
of them are actually surprisingly old. We might have another. It's hard to say it this way. A purge of apostles, where a lot of them die in rapid succession again.
Like I'm looking, Dallin H. Oaks is 96.
Gosh.
Oh
dang.
really?
Yeah.
I know his daughter, Jenny Oaks Baker, the
Like-
violinist.
Or he's right around that 96.
I met
I
him
served
on
my
my
mission in Northern
and
Virginia, and that's where his daughter lived. I think I told you guys the story.
Eyring
He's such
is
a happy guy.
Eyring is up there in his 80s, 90s as well. Holland's up there in his 70s, 80s, 70s, 80s.
Well, the nice thing is, I know for a fact I'll never be called there. I'm 30 years old and I'm too unrighteous to get called there. So we're safe, guys.
Mon-
You're all safe.
Monson
okay?
was called at the age of 42.
crap.
Wow.
Well, I'm just gonna scrub myself from the internet.
He was
and
also
live.
he was also one of the youngest bishops in
How
church
old
history.
was he when he passed away? If he was 42 when he was called.
He was in his 90s.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Man.
Oh, that tracks. I'm just retarded.
So
I'm glad somebody else said it.
so like
Man, this is just crazy to think. I mean, like I said, I heard Elder Holland speak while I was in the missionary training center there in Provo. And I will admit, I was scared because he has a very powerful voice. He did.
Who?
Jeffrey R. Holland.
Holland, yeah.
He
So-
is very
The
known
Mormon
to be.
Bulldog
Yes, he
is
is.
what we called him on the mission.
He's
gosh.
phenomenal. And then
Was it
Oaks, I had no
Holland?
clue Oaks was so funny.
Yeah.
He's such a nice guy. And
Elder Packers passed away, right?
Yes.
Because his grandson was in my mission.
Are you zoomed in, or is that just the screen?
he's-
One of his many
he's zoomed
grandsons.
in.
He's zoomed in. That's why it's over to the side like that. He
Yeah.
could adjust it, but I think.
Oh.
Yeah. Can we unzoom that, please? Thank you.
What are you doing?
It,
You can full screen
it's
it again.
Oh.
Right, that's good.
Technical difficulties.
That's
Yeah,
good
that's
right
fine.
there.
It's a common problem.
So, yeah, we very well could have another purge of apostles again.
I don't want to call it.
I don't
purge.
want to either.
But
But that's kind of the reality of things.
This it is with just
Well,
so
have you
many of them are
noticed-
so old now.
I was talking to my wife. If you notice throughout the years, okay, the different apostles that they're bringing from all around the world.
So
I can't wait for one from Africa.
SWAT is
Anti-Mormons are not going to survive an apostle from Africa.
Well,
So-
because you got all these Africa, South America, Asia. You have all
have
of
you
them.
talked to any African Christians? Like really talked
Well,
to them?
you have our neighbor.
Besides our
Okay,
neighbor.
phenomenal man, by the
I know.
way.
But besides our neighbor, have you ever talked to any of them? Okay, there's a reason why the African Methodist churches separated from the United Methodist churches. It's like
'Cause they're awesome?
they are very, very blunt. It's like a lot of people here in America, they beat around the bush. Say, oh, that's not the best thing to do. They'll be like, why are you gay? Like just like that TV,
They
TV
are-
reporter.
Why are you
They're straightforward. It's like
that meme?
that is a sin.
I am very curious to see, like, I mean, conferences, let's say we got Friday, Saturday. We
2
got
days.
a date, 2 days, and we're, boom. Okay,
So-
and I'm ready to
Not
be
2
sitting
days.
up.
We got like
No.
a day.
so
Oh, yeah,
basically.
technically a day.
So
I mean,
there's
what time is
Thursday
it?
now.
It's 10 o'clock
We got
right now.
a day and a few hours.
So they
till
will-
conference basically.
from what I was reading, they will not call another prophet until President Nelson's been buried.
Yes.
And that's on Tuesday.
The 7th.
His funeral's on Tuesday.
Yep.
So afterwards is
they
when the prophet will be
publicly
called.
stated that because I had heard they hadn't said anything about it yet.
And that's what I had heard. I don't know. I
Well,
don't have
let's
it. I don't
look it
have
up on the church website right
I
now.
don't have an article.
Not on the church website. Just say if they just Google it. See if has the LDS Church announced when a new prophet will be called, and that will probably pull up whether or not.
Right there. Has the LDS Church announced the new president?
No.
I know they haven't, but is there anything stating?
Oh, hold on,
specifically
hold on. Go back. I know we
I
don't
know it's
trust the
AI,
AI
but
over
go
you.
up, go up, go up.
The successor is pending his funeral.
Okay, yeah, pending. Okay.
Is it? And that's
So it is most likely going to be
What
Dallin
source
H.
are they using then? They're using the church website. No, according to the Washington Post, there at the bottom.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
scroll down a little bit.
You can click
Scroll
on the Washington
down.
Post article. They
Let's
might
go to the
actually
Salt
have a
Lake
quote.
Tribune.
No.
You mean
No,
the Salt Lake Sluts?
Fox 13 down, right there. Just click that one. We don't want to use Salt Lake Tribune.
No,
We
those
use
guys
Fox.
are terrible.
I don't like Fox News either, but
I don't trust reporters. So.
yeah, I have a hard time. Okay, scroll all the way down.
Here's the
Let's
thing:
scroll.
if I had to pick between
Okay,
Salt Lake
stop.
Tribune and CNN, I would pick CNN.
Mhm.
Like,
Okay,
Salt
scroll
Lake Tribune's
down.
Terrible.
Yeah, so Oaks
Okay,
is the longest
scroll
tenured.
down. Stop. Okay, scroll down. They do. Okay, this is not even talking about when we're going to discuss the new president. Okay, exit out of it.
That's because I'm thinking they haven't officially announced it, and they've only talked about his funeral so far.
And that's the kind of the respectful thing to do.
It is.
We'll
It
more-
is, but this isn't
We'll
necessarily
cover it,
about
we'll cover it.
respect. It's about the calling of God calling a prophet.
And I get
So
yes.
it's like
Watch. It. You
It's
know
e-
it
it's gonna be
doesn't have
one.
to be.
It's gonna be
I
one
know.
of two people.
You know it doesn't. You know it doesn't have to be Dallin H. Oaks. If
I
the
know.
Lord says that it's the other one, it's the other one.
I was gonna say there's one.
Peter F. Uchtdorf.
There's one of two people that it could be right now, just based off of
Seniority.
seniority and president
and
of
that's
the
Oaks
12.
and Holland.
Yes. Normally, it goes off of
Because
tenure.
Oaks is currently the
Senior apostle.
well, he's senior apostle. He's currently the first
sorry.
counselor, and then he's also currently the president of the Quorum of the 12. While Holland is the acting president of the Quorum of the
Yep.
12.
So
Interesting,
it
man.
normally goes off of seniority and how long you've been there, but things could change.
But who knows? A 14-year-old boy from New York could get called.
No, not that crazy, man.
That
Again.
happened before.
So
Okay, man. Okay, I think we have, one more article.
Yeah, we got
here.
one more article so we can get off the church topics. Go back.
we
to
have been on the
Discord.
church. We've been talking about church for almost an
I
hour.
mean,
I
it's
know, right
phenomenal.
there.
So before we jump into this real quick, we had a fire just break out just recently. Another fire
Oh, I know, right?
up there in Springville, Mapleton, up Hobble Creek Canyon. So our prayers go out to those if there's anybody listening from there, because that's Mapleton and Springville are built pretty much right up into the mountain.
Yeah, they should be okay because typically the wind is going to drive that right up the side of the mountain, and then what happens
So
is it runs out of stuff to burn.
Hopefully,
It can happen where it will blow down towards the home, but typically it will just get blown straight up the mountain and it runs out of stuff to burn.
4 hours ago, right now from Fox 13, it's at 150 acres
Okay.
That's quick.
and growing.
Yeah.
They've issued evacuation orders
Which is
for
standard,
Hobble
'cause
Creek
it's so
into
close.
Springville
Yeah.
Crossing. Mapleton and State and Utah
The
County Fire
critical
Department
time
are on
for this, when did it start today?
4 hours ago.
it. 4
Okay.
hours ago.
So the critical time for this will be in the morning.
Yes.
Because the mornings is when the wind is going to come down the canyons.
Mm-hmm.
And so the question is, how far down will the fire come down the mountain?
My guess.
If it doesn't come down that much, then it's going to burn itself out.
5
up the
hours
mountain.
ago, it was only at 50 acres and then jumped to 150.
Yeah,
It's been a
but
dry year. I mean,
It has
all
been a
that's,
dry year.
what is that, scrub oak?
a lot of
Okay.
shrub oak and also old grass.
I'm actually
Dead grass.
concerned. Sorry, I'm on my phone, but I'm going to
We
make
had
sure my in-laws, because they live right over there.
Oh, yeah.
And
we had a
So
nice
it's-
we had a nice little scare in our hunting area earlier this week. for a fire.
yeah, we had a fire start, and I was freaking out.
Yeah. Go ahead and open up that
And
article.
I thought we were going to have to cancel our hunting trip and go somewhere else.
Well, we could have went down to Bryce, made my life a lot
Yeah.
easier.
So I pulled up this article because it's kind of a little bit of a win
Hey,
for you.
you're the one who said you wanted to hunt cameras this year.
I know
Give it
Don't
to that
say
ad on the
that.
right hand side. Yeah.
What?
our area.
Oh, we're not
So,
hunting up there.
The Association of Zoos and Aquariums.
Oh, what do we got?
So this is an association started, I think, in the 1920s. They basically give accreditations to zoos. There's like
Ooh, I want to see
I
that
think there's
movie.
2,000 right now in the U.S.
Distracted by an ad.
Right now in the U.S., there's like 2,000 or something licenses, current licenses for various zoos and aquariums and stuff across the U.S. They have only accredited 200 and something of them, and only now
A feat
with the Hogle
occurred
Zoo-
only by 9 other organizations in
I was
51
about
years.
to say. So they are now one of 10. Now 10 or zoos or aquariums that have received a perfect score from the Association of Zoos and Aquariums.
How?
So
So
How?
it's based off of
what's the scoring process?
So we can scroll down. It'll talk.
Here's
about
my thing.
That.
I'm sorry. We went to Hogle Zoo. What was it last year? And I'm sorry. It's quite depressing, dude.
Well, if you think it's depressing, it's now one of the top 10.
Okay, I guess I need to lower my expectations then.
Because I like the layout of the Hogle Zoo. I used to volunteer there.
I just thought there was
So
more
they
animals.
have, it's somewhere in here, they have a basic
Excuse me.
list of what they look at. It's animal welfare, what is it?
Animals get welfare.
Perfectly clean inspection report.
Yeah, so animal welfare is probably one of the big ones on there, but then
Scroll
also
down.
amenities for guests
Internet
is
man.
on as part of it.
Okay, stop. Right there.
Planning, security, it's a whole overview of the
Okay,
park.
they look at animal well-being, veterinary care, safety, staff training, conservation programs, educational programs, governments, financial stability, and guest services to complete the score.
Mm-hmm.
So right
Government, it says, is I believe that's talking about how they're organized in their
How they run
leadership
it and
structure.
treat.
That's what they're mostly talking about. And then, of course, as it says, like zoo amenities.
Maybe
for-
maybe the
for
reason why I
guests.
didn't like it when I took my kids is because the animals were being boring.
Maybe.
Because there was
That's
nothing
just
going on.
zoos.
I mean,
But that is just zoos in general. I mean, whenever you go, you might, for one animal at the time you're there, that's going to be the time that they're active, and another animal, that's going to be the time they want to.
Well, here's the thing. I went to the aquarium up there, up in Salt Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Boring as heck.
I had fun. I mean, that's where I took my wife on our first date, and it cost me an arm and a leg.
I enjoy going to the aquarium.
And I love
kids
the
enjoy
aquarium.
It
too.
might just be because I took my 1-year-old at the
And the
time.
peanut gallery agrees with us over there about the aquarium.
The random guest that we are not having on the podcast because he's underage, but he can laugh at us from the sidelines.
Anything to heckle? Nope. Okay.
No.
No,
peanut
oh, man,
gallery is
man, okay.
The peanut gallery
He
is
is
silent.
silent, man. Okay, but I mean, okay. This is actually the first zoo that I realized how big a freaking polar bear is. Okay, you always hear that polar bears are huge.
Wait till
I'm
you
like,
see a Kodiak.
and I'm like, yeah, cool, they're huge.
So
And then I saw one, and I
they're
was like,
intermingling now.
oh yeah,
that's
they're
peachy.
crossbreeding.
Yeah, Kodiaks
Here,
and polar bears.
internet guy, pull up a crossbreed of a Kodiak bear and a polar bear.
Gosh.
I think they call them. What do they call those now?
I don't know.
Abominations.
No, it's a grizz. Polar grizz or something like that. Pizzly. That's what
Pizzly?
yeah, they call it a pizzly.
Or
That's very cute sounding.
Okay,
for
ready?
something
How do you
will
pronounce
kill
that?
you.
Wait a minute.
Growler bear.
Growler bear.
Growler.
These hybrids have been observed in captivity and are in the wild. Their occurrence increases due to climate change. That's BS. Okay, we'll get into that another day. As polar
Wait, what did
bear,
it say? Increases or decreases? Increasing.
it's increasing.
So the mixing between grizzly bears and
Is
polar
because
bears
of
is
climate
increasing
change.
because the ice caps are melting.
They're not. They're actually growing. And if you
Well,
look into it,
I
Okay.
can get into a little bit more detail on that,
Well,
but go ahead.
We'll get into that.
they
another
possess
day.
a mix of traits. Yeah, we'll do another podcast on that one. They possess a mix of traits from both parent species and are fertile and capable of breeding with either a polar bear or grizzly bear.
Or each other.
Those are terrifying.
Let's get a bigger image of that.
Yeah,
let's
let's
hit
get a-
image. I want to see an
So
image
there
of
is,
this.
I can't remember the name of the
Ugh.
person.
Ah!
Oh, what the hell?
Sexy.
Okay, imagine coming across that in the woods.
Hey, remember, there's a whole bunch of feminists that would rather be with this thing than us.
Okay, scroll up. Nope, you're getting into polar bears there. It's
So
the first. It's the
it's-
first couple of pictures there.
It's the mule mentality.
Okay, right there. Go right, up. That click that.
That's more reasonable.
Yeah.
I think the other one is a shaved.
Yeah. That
That's
looks
what it
more
looks
reasonable.
like.
Look at that sucker,
okay,
dude.
let's be honest. Either way, it doesn't matter. Even that photo, you look at that thing and say, I don't want to be alone with that thing.
Well,
don't-
you know the size of their paw.
So
Does
I
that
don't-
mean they're bigger?
I don't think
or-
they're quite as big as polar bears, but
Here,
they
go
are
to
bigger
all.
than grizzlies.
Go to all
But if
here
it's
on
mixing
Google.
with the Kodiak, right?
Type in the
Grizzly.
size.
Grizzly
Oh,
bear.
grizzly. Okay.
Okay, size. No. Leave that on there and say size comparison to a polar bear.
Size comparison.
Right there.
Comparison.
AI overview. Just get rid of AI overview.
Just go to
Where-
images.
Image.
Yeah,
Go
image.
to images. Screw AI.
There
Okay,
you go.
right
Right
there.
there.
Double click it, make it full screen.
Oh no, that's the short face bear. That
Okay,
thing was
yeah,
huge.
that's short face bear. We don't want that. Here, try to pull it up on your phone.
That doesn't matter.
Oh, scroll down. Wait a minute. Go over to the image we pulled up. Over. Go down. That one right there. Up. That one. Okay. Polar bears are huge when they stand up.
Yep.
So I'm
And
assuming.
they're not even the biggest ones, I believe. I believe it's Kodiak's the biggest.
Yeah, how big is a Kodiak? Oh, well,
Kodiak's
there's.
huge.
Yeah. Type in how big a Kodiak bear is.
So, to all the feminists out there, which bear?
Yeah, which.
You obviously don't want you to pick the bear over the man. Which bear
first
would you
picture,
pick?
yeah,
And
okay.
you don't get to pick
So
a friendly
males
one.
potentially weighing over 1,500 pounds and standing over 10 feet tall on their hind legs.
So height-wise, they're a little tall. They're
So-
about the same as a polar.
Polar
It
bears.
sounds like.
Polar
Wait.
bears are 10.8 feet tall.
Yeah. So
Okay,
they're
so-
about the same height as a polar when
So
standing.
Cody,
but the
Kodiaks are 9'8".
No, it's
This one's saying a little bigger.
Yeah.
Well,
same.
Well, how much does the polar bear weigh?
Well, I bet
Polar-
you that 9'8"
So
to 10 foot
Kodiaks
varies.
have them in weight.
Yeah. So their overall size are bigger. They're about the same height, but they have a lot more weight.
Mm-hmm.
A male polar bear weighs 660 to 1,800 pounds, while a female weighs 330 to 660
Yeah, and then
pounds.
the Kodiak, it was saying up to 1,500 pounds.
My gosh, and combine those two together?
Mhm.
That's a terrifying bear. Let's go. Do you want to go on a hunt?
Yeah, this is terrifying. Let's go hunt it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go
just
prove
go
that
and
we
be in the
don't
woods alone
piss
with them.
ourselves.
You know,
as we-
you know what we're gonna need going on a
What?
bear hunt?
What?
We're gonna need a 300 rum.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go do it. Let's go.
We need it.
No, okay. I'm terrified of bears as much as I joke. I ran into. Okay, we only have black bears here in Utah, but I was hiking.
We have grizzlies where we're going.
They're just
Yes, I know
very
where we're
sparse
going, but
here.
I'm saying
We
where
have
I was
grizzlies that are
hiking.
sparse.
So I was hiking the back of Spanish Fork Peak when I first came home from my mission, and I just bought my first pistol, and I brought it along, and we're hiking. We want to reach the top of it to watch the sunrise, and we're going along, and it's pitch black. I'm the only one with a light. I'm up front. Okay, I don't like being up front. I don't want to die first. And they're like, Jonathan, you have the gun. Go first. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Walking with the light, and I hear this voice that's like, stop. And I'm like, who's talking to me? You know, looking around, and everyone's like, dude, you're hearing things. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, you're really tired. And I keep walking, and it's like, stop now. And I look up, and there's 6 glowing eyes. I woke up a mom and 2 cubs. And I just start freaking out.
That's dangerous.
Like, because the mama and her cubs. Only black bears. Okay, so we get up. They run away, and we finally
Even
finish
black
camping.
bears, if it's her cubs, if
Oh
she
yeah,
feels
they're
her
gonna
cubs
rip
are
you
threatened.
apart. And we finally get up, and then a hunter comes up, and he's up there scouting. He's like, "So, are you the kids that were screaming like little girls last night?" I said, "Yeah, that was us." And he was like, "Yeah, I was about to come up because the moment you started screaming, I'd seen bear sign earlier. I'm glad you guys are okay." And I was like, "Yeah, almost pissed myself."
Yeah,
Like,
we saw the bear and her cubs.
and they're terrifying. And I was like, did I really see it? So on our way down, I went to where
You saw it
we saw it, and bear prints
everywhere.
And I mean, I would say about the size of my hand. I mean, black bears are relatively small.
Yeah, but
compared
if
to
it's
a
the
brown
size
bear.
of your hand, still the black bear probably has you in weight.
Over me. You realize I only weigh 145 on a good day.
Well, I know. I'm saying has you in weight. That means better, bigger.
Yeah, is
much bigger
one
than
hit from that paw in your face. If you're not dead, you're
hurting.
You're unconscious, probably.
It's all right. You can,
I mean, adrenaline may kick in and may
you can survive a bear attack. You just don't want to be the slowest person in the group.
shoot the fat person in the knee and run.
You don't need to shoot him in the knee. No.
Just
their
let him
knee's
be.
gonna dislocate anyways when they try to run.
Sorry, that's messed up. That's dark.
It's all right. We got Speedy Gonzalez over here, so it's just gonna be a fight between you and me.
Who can run faster and
Who can run faster with like 50
I'm actually
pounds of gear
can
on.
I admit, well, we're like, I don't know how long we've been going on this
Oh, we've
podcast,
been
but
going up
Gone
to 2
for
hours.
1
on
hour
this.
52 minutes.
About 2 hours.
okay,
About 2
well, we
hours.
typically end, but I just want to say, I am actually scared for this hunt. Okay, I'm scared of bears, but do you know what animal I'm more scared of? Okay, I hate honey badgers. We have honey badgers here. I'm terrified of badgers. They're
Are you-
mean little assholes. Okay,
Are you gonna tell me you're scared of Hugh Jackman?
Wolverines. No, I am terrified of moose.
That's a werewolf, not.
Okay. I am terrified of moose.
I've come across a moose.
Moose
They're
are mean,
scary.
dude. Moose are scary. And I mean, our moose that we have here are definitely smaller than the ones they have up in
So-
Alaska.
This time of year, you want to fear the bulls.
Well, yeah, aren't they all horny
they're
and
horny.
running around?
They're in the middle of their rut right now. In the spring is when you want to be scared of mom.
Well,
That's
yeah.
when they have their.
That's
new
when they
calves.
calve.
It's like that guy. It's like that guy.
And I've come across.
Oh,
I've come across cows twice.
I think we have a couple up
Once
here. Up
when I was
east
On
leading-
Nebo.
Yeah.
I worked for Camp Mapledale, and I was leading a scout hike up past Red Lake, up Payson Canyon.
Okay.
And there was a freaking huge cow just standing in the middle of the dang lake, and yeah, it only looked like it was knee high, and it was just eating a bunch of the
So they
weeds inside the lake.
they stand 6 foot tall at the shoulder.
Yeah, so it was there, and it looked up at us and kind of watched us as we walked around the rim, but then it never showed. I would say it never showed any signs of wanting to charge us, but it was the right time of year, midsummer. It didn't have a calf with it.
Pretty docile.
It was docile. It didn't care. The other one, we were on a hike. What's the waterfall there behind Provo Canyon on BYU property?
Bridal Veil?
Not Bridal Veil. You go and turn left up past Sundance.
Oh yeah.
We were on that hike, and we were.
I know what one you're talking about.
Yeah, we were
I
on
don't
that
remember
hike
the
coming
name, though.
back down.
Uh-huh.
And 40 feet away from me, I see its head pop up, and it's a cow just 40 feet away from me, is looking at me, and my hand was immediately on my Glock, and I just stood there, just eye contact, and my wife, at the time we didn't have kids, my wife, our dog, and the friends who were with us kind of walked past as I just kind of watched, and then I just kept an eye over my shoulder the whole time. As we were
So I have a
walking
video.
away.
That's the only place I've seen a moose here. I have a video. Stupid 21-year-old me.
And
When I
funny
got
thing
home
is,
from
like,
my
if
mission, I
I
ran
had my
after
hand
one.
on my Glock, but in all reality, if I had tried,
You're dead
Yeah,
anyway,
I
I
was
mean-
dead anyways, no matter what. I was just slowing it down for everyone else to get away.
So
Well, that's what a dad's supposed to do. So
I wasn't a dad yet, but
in,
I was married.
husband.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
so the lesson we learned from last year
What?
on the hunt, don't put your gun away.
Yeah, we ain't. We're keeping my gun out this year. Okay.
Got a little surprised, huh?
No, okay, last year on the hunt, we had a cougar on top of me, and I feel better with handguns. That's where I've trained the most at, is with handguns.
So
I put my,
we say a cougar on top of us. The hair on the back of our necks was standing up as if there was a cougar in the area.
and there was fresh cat sign.
There was cat sign everywhere. We saw prints, right?
Yes, and poop.
Like there was cat sign
Everywhere.
everywhere. They were in that valley.
Mm-hmm.
So continue your story.
And so I put my rifle away because I feel better with a handgun because that's what I've trained on. Okay? Walk around the bend, and that's where the herd of elk is. So this year, I don't care if I feel uncomfortable. I'm keeping my rifle out because we could have both tagged out last year. But, I made the mistake because I feel more comfortable with the handgun. Done a lot more training with a rifle this year. But
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. Is I'm excited as we finish up here. I'm excited for the hunt. I mean, it's what was the degrees you said it was going to be up there this year?
So in the closest town relative to where we're going to be, the average low is going to be about 36, 38 degrees. The average high is going to be 62,
As our
63.
peanut gallery over there in the
Is now,
off
like,
the camera.
bracing for the cold.
He's excited. He's over there. I mean, it's going to be great for us. It's going to mean the elk are going to
So-
be moving and active. But
So that's
I weigh a $145 with no fat, so I'm going to have a great time.
So that's
Yep.
that's the closest town relative to us. Up in the mountains where we're gonna be, you can take off 5 to 10 degrees off those averages.
At least it's not like our first year where we camped in that valley and trying to pee outside the tent and just racing this stream, and like it was the first year, I have to say it was rough.
We had no idea what we was doing.
Yeah. Well, it's getting late.
So
Let's go ahead and
before
cut
we
this
go,
off.
wait, no, because of our outro here.
Yep.
Do you guys want me to do a spiritual poem, or do you guys want me to read, or just a quote? What do you guys
Let's just go with a quote for now.
quote?
I've
I
got-
have a poem.
I've got a quote if you don't have one. Ready
Well,
to go.
I actually have a short. I think I want to read this poem.
Read it.
Read it out here.
Read
Just
it.
as
If you're feeling it, read it.
Go for
just because in the end of this, as we're talking about the hunt, I wrote a poem about the Utah sunsets that we get out here. The majesty of twilight. Purple and pink and purple, orange and gold, a tale of fire that heavens unfold. Glowing bright in the evening sky, a canvas brushed where day waves die. The majestic show begins to grow, with whispers soft and winds that blow. Sunset sigh and sunrises sing, each moment born on twilight's wing. Through whispering pines the colors creep, across the hills where shadows sleep, and in the grasslands, wild and wide, the glow spills out a golden tide. Oh, the beauty bold and true, painted in every scarlet hue. A silent hush falls everywhere, as hearts behold the sky laid bare. Where the bears sit with wandering gaze, in twilight's trance lost in the blaze. Their breath is calm, their spirit still, as nature bends to twilight's will. Even the creatures pause to see this fleeing gift of mystery. Soft wind stirs a cooling breeze, it dances through the willow trees. The mountains wear a violet crown, while stars above begin to drown. In fading streaks of crimson fire, the sky becomes a great choir. Each blade of grass, each leaf aglow, bathed in the soft and amber flow. And far beyond where vision ends, the color blends in silent bends, for time itself with pause and bow to the vivid brilliance shining now. Every soul lifts, every heart knows, the sky ablaze with wonder glows. So let us sit like bears at rest, with beating hearts within our chest, and breathe the hush this moment gives. In beauty's grass, the spirit lives. And I, in that, as a spirit of peace and forgiveness, take a look around and breathe.
Oh, thank you, John.
Mm-hmm.
Like it.
Logan, where can we find you at?
You can find me here, ironically. You can also find me at the our YouTube channel, Instagram page at Beard, Brass, and Blood.
Good. John?
I mean, I have my page, Walking with Watson. I'm horrible at posting. I'll get better. Just follow me around on the adventures of Utah. I also have an Instagram page that I'm more active at posting at. And then we have our wonderful chat, the Rum IRL. We do plan on streaming to, we are working on getting this stream to other streaming platforms, creating an Instagram page, everything else.
Yep.
So please, if you have any suggestions, let us know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and to share. Thank you very much, and have a good night.
And I am your host, Kyle. This is a horrible, terrible, absolutely the worst podcast on this earth. And you guys have a good night.
Peace.
2
All right.
hours.
Well, I mean, 2 hours is about what we get for our live streams.